For my son Ranil Plummer, they stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now. But I ask you please to pray for him for me, please. We really need a prayer, please. And
good evening.
Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ranil Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now. But I ask you please to pray for him for me, please. We really need a prayer, please. Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ranil Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now. But I ask you please to pray for him for me, please. We really need a prayer, please.
Looking at
Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ranil Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now.
It was hard to keep track of.
Please to pray for him for me, please. We really need a prayer, please. Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ranil Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now. But I ask you please to pray for him for me, please. We really need a prayer, please. Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ranil Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now. But I ask you please to pray for him for me, please. We really need a prayer, please. Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let us begin. So the first story that we're going to be looking at tonight is the young man from Irwin High who was fatally stabbed in St. James by one of his colleagues yesterday afternoon. Now, if you're not aware, let me just give you a little synopsis here. So a 15-year-old young man by the name of Ranil Plummer, who is a grade 9 student of the Irwin High School in St. James, was attacked by a group of young men yesterday afternoon after the dismissal of school. Now, the police are reporting that he was approached and attacked by a group of students outside the school compound at approximately 3 p.m. During the attack, young Plummer was stabbed in the chest by a 14-year-old male student. They are also reporting that, from what they have heard, is that they had an earlier altercation while they were at school. So after school, somehow they gang him, and the young man was stabbed. He was rushed to the Conway Regional Hospital, and he died while undergoing treatment. Now, that happened on Thursday afternoon. Now, Thursday night, I'm just going to play a little clip here for you to listen to his mother. On Thursday night, she had sent out an appeal asking for prayer for her son, asking people to pray for her son because he was battling for life in the hospital. So we're just going to play that little clip right now, and then we can get into this discussion about young Plummer. Just waiting for that clip to come up. To hear her mother pleading and asking for Jamaica to remember her son in prayer as he laid in the hospital yesterday afternoon battling for life. It is another sad day in the educational system. And we have lost another young man. So many young men are dying nowadays. And to lose young Renil Plummer to the hands of one of his colleagues who was 14 and he was 15 years old. It is a rather sad day for Irwin High School, a sad day for the parish of St. James, and a sad day for the country Jamaica. Sad, sad day.
Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ronnie Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now.
Nobody wants to be that parent who gets that
for me, please. We really need a prayer, please. Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ronnie Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart, and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now. But I ask him, please to pray for him for me, please. We really need a prayer, please. Good afternoon. I'm asking you all parents for prayer to pray for my son Ronnie Plummer. They stabbed him over school since he been in heart,
so that was,
and the doctor said the knife reached his heart and he undergoing emergency surgery right now.
But today she still continues, she still needs her prayer,
pray for him for me,
but also her strength.
We really need a prayer,
because now she has to plan a funeral for her 14-year-old son and some little young man. I don't know what the altercation was about, because we have not got that information that he had earlier on while at school. But I don't know what is wrong with these young people nowadays. What possessed this young man that he's going to attack this young man after school, along with some of his cronies, and stab the woman's child in the chest. In the chest. So by the time he was taken to hospital, you know how normally it goes with stab wounds. He was rushed to the hospital and they were trying to save him, but unfortunately, he didn't make it and he succumbed to his wounds. And I'm saying, what are we as parents teaching our children? Is there no conflict resolution being taught? Is there no love being taught? You know, for teach our children to love other people, love them colleagues, love people who you don't know. What is happening? Because now this young man has died and this 14-year-old boy has been taken into custody because his parents took him in this afternoon. And he's now in custody, awaiting charges. That is according to Acting Senior Superintendent of Police, Aaron Samuels. No, so right now it is 2 families in mourning, you know. 2 families in mourning. Yes, this young man is still alive, the one who did the stabbing. But his family is also in mourning. Because what type of life is he going to live after this? Because no matter the sentence that he gets, this will always hang over his head for the rest of his life. We have to teach our children how to resolve conflicts. Sometimes we leave too much on the schools for the schools to do. And as parents and guardians, we are not playing our part. We're not playing our part. Because if you have to teach a child, conflicts, Pitney must have conflict. People will always have conflicts. It's not just Pitney, because all adults also have conflicts. But it's how we go about dealing with the conflicts. That is the issue that Jamaica has. Jamaica has a problem in that regard. In regards to how we deal with conflicts. Because everybody does feel their head hot. And everybody does feel that my body swan. And everybody does feel, listen, no, you can't get with that because you diss me. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us as a people? We're not setting an example for the children. And so children do these kind of things because the environment that they are in, this is what they see. They see violence on a daily basis. They say people having a conflict and man go for gun and shoot man. They say people have conflict and man go for machete and chop man. They say people have conflict and man go for knife and stab man. So children live what they learn, not giving this young man any right at all. for him to do this. But it is a sad reality that children live what they learn. So when they see these kind of things happening around them in the environment, it's the same way they're going to, it's the same acts they're going to portray, it's the same thing they're going to do. And it is sad. And I feel it for that mother, I feel it for that family. I feel it for Ranil's mother. I feel it for every single relative. I feel it for the school. Because this is crazy. And something needs to be done. It should have already been done. But it needs to be done now. In order to teach our children how to resolve conflicts. Without it having to escalate to violence. I remember growing up when we used to have conflicts. Children used to fight with fists. Pitney get kicked down. Pitney get thumped down. Pitney get boxed down. Uniform tear up. Those days are long gone. Children are in conflict now and people go for gun. Because that is what is happening. Who no care gun? The other day I saw a video clipping. I don't know what school it was. You know what the young man had in his waist? A machete at school. Sitting at school with a machete in his waist. Even the conflict with the children from Mona and the other schools, if you saw the video, you see the young man when he took out the scissors. He took out a pair of scissors. So children are going to school armed. Children are going to school armed. And people would say, so why don't the schools search them? The schools search them. But you know what happened? Sometimes they leave the weapon outside at the gate. Sometimes the people that sell at the gate keep the weapons for them. You understand me? Sometimes when other people in a conflict and they live in the community, they make a phone call. And they make a phone call and say, dog care so and so come give me and dog care whatever I'll give them. And it is crazy. But as the school alone can't do it. One time they say, and now they say take a community to raise a child. But of course, if it's somebody child doing something nowadays, unless you maybe related to the parents, you can't say anything. Because if you say nothing, people come cuss you, or you say nothing, they see and pitney one lick you down because they don't have no manners. You understand me? So it is just sad that this incident occurred and time again. Because this is not just a one-off incident. It is something that happens ever so often. Ever so often we have the violence in schools and somebody lose his or her life. It is crazy. It is crazy. Good night, Maxine. Good night, Omar. Tony, good night. Claire, good night. Greta, Unstoppable, good night. Now you're saying one set of appearances in morning while the other is sad about their song. Yes, it is crazy. And something needs to be done. We're in trouble. We're in trouble as a country. We're in trouble as a nation. Good night, Richie.
Good night.
Happy to have you with me again tonight. But Richie, what is your take on this, though?
No, well, personally, you know.
Excuse me.
The problem I'm having with all of this is that, because of the, how am I putting now? The whole thing in terms of conflict resolution, you see, and teaching your children certain things from early out. These kids nowadays don't know no other way of resolve conflicts more with violence, and you hear it in the music every day. The music itself promote violence and it make them say, good night, brother. It make them see one now feel like say, well, them nah do the do and them nah walk the walk if them not deal with the thing that certain way there. So you find say over the years in terms of how everybody resolve conflict, it is no longer cool to just shake and move. You have to deal with the thing from one different way, and that is where the biggest problem is. How we going to fix that problem there? Because every day, everybody, well, we talk about the problem that will come up, but none of we ever really, I wouldn't say none of it, but most people then talk about the problems every day and then talk about this, but nobody is trying to figure out then, alright then, since this is the problem, how do we fix this? Because this is not first, you know.
No, it has happened time and again.
And but what is painful about it is that we ball about it. And we mourn with the parents, and then after I breeze off, then a little time run off. Remember I said that my Kingston technical one time with a girl. I believe it was 2 girls and one of them ended up dead.
She was stabbed.
Yeah.
She was stabbed.
So you find, say, if any of them care scissors and care whatever. Oh, we're going to fix the problem here? We have to go start from kindergarten because we have to go change the mindset I pick them. It's a long-term something this, you know.
Hold on, Richie. Hold on. It's not just change the mindset of the children, you know. But it's change the mindset of the parents and the guardians.
Yeah. But when we say no...
Because you have, hold on, you have some parents who tell them, say, if they lick your school, don't take it.
True.
You understand me? I have some parents that do that. Don't take it. Don't take nobody lick. And I'm going to teach them that from kindergarten. You understand me? So the child grows up with this kind of mindset where anybody will lick me, mommy say, me not fit take nobody lick. You understand me? So it moves now from the punching the person or slapping the person to the stage where now one weapon has to be involved.
No, you're what end up happening now, you know. You see, if them really, because remember you said the parents and the guardians need to get fixed, but here what happen now? It's like you have some big man now we're broken up badness and foolishness already. You see? Now, the only thing you can do to fix them, because certain percentage will be fixed in terms of incarceration, right? But in terms of to fix them, it's harder, because they're broken out already. So, we are looking for one long-term plan now, to say, here what now. Maybe we, in our lifetime, or not even, I wouldn't even put it so long, but when we reach a certain age, we're going to really see that we are bear fruits with this. Because, you see, if you change the mindset of them a little one when come up, remember saying, you know, anything we used to pick near do at school, you know, understand say your society this later on, you know, because they might adult them where if you can turn out on the road now, you know. So the violence can't stop because the whole heap of war that they from school till they end up in a gang is like street to street, gang to gang a war. Now, people may look at this and just figure say it is just a school picnic fight. No! A Jamaica fight.
Yeah.
Because all I picnic them, I adult them for tomorrow, and them we have to push out on the road tomorrow. Oh, we're going to fix this. We have to go fix it by changing the mindset of our children. Fix them because remember, say, most of our children, you know, them spend more time with the teachers than them parents, you know. Now, if you would then you start to fix them and then start to looking at themselves and then start to understand, say, no, this isn't right.
Yeah, but you know that you have parents who send picnic schools and say, you can't sit down but listen to teacher.
I think problem that, man.
No,
remember,
you get what I'm saying though.
You know. So, when we try to fix them, we have to come up with a long-term plan on how we're going to fix it. And that may I look at, you know, the problem we have why the island in as much trouble, you know, is that everybody is looking for a no fix.
And that can't fix now.
That manifested itself over a period of time. This isn't something where it just started to happen, you know. Over the years it happened gradually, you know. And people are ignoring. Now we reach the place now where all our river lead to the ocean or we're in. People proud of violence. People proud for saying they are prison. People proud. People just want to kill somebody. And then proud like then head at, then Iggy, then this, then that. I answer then, alright, look into it now. You have some man that come from prison, every man rate them. And I say, yo, a general that come from hell, you know, we're going to link him on here where man say, I answer then, what? Like, if people them, you know, say, man, them head, the man their head twisted, the man their head not their right place. Because look who they look up to. And somebody with substance, if I come from university, nobody not go around there to go hear how you going, what was it like, you know. They know I hear nothing from them, you know, they want to hear about that general there. Yo, me hear say police gone with so and so. Yo, dog, I be a laugh, me laugh, you know, because we see one of them in the eye looks, you know. Yo, me hear say drop a road, you know, yo, we got to check him, you know. And I him them idolize. What do you think happen? You look up at them and watch them and everybody wants to be idolized. So them are going to just fall into place and do the same blinking foolishness. If DJ them claim say the music where them put out, when them say all them are do a supply demand because where people them want. No so? But at the same time now, it can't be where people them want. The people them can't want if you never give them in the first place.
Everybody a chopper.
Yeah, so if people them, where you have to look on, if people them can't ask it if you don't give them. So you can't go to say KFC and go order jerk pork because them don't offer it there. Now the thing about it, people will only ask for where them see it being supplied.
Which
and
is true.
That is the problem. So if them for really now looking at themselves, and just know say, well, listen, this is how we are gonna fix that something here. A man them collectively need to do something about. Well, I mean, it just
It's a long-term fix. It's a long-term
people them
fix.
in power, the justice minister, the minister of security, all of them sit down there in a necktie, collect him money, supposed to do your work, you know, and the man then sit down there and do the same thing over and over. And I said, boy, crime I get fixed by how much percent. No.
You mean crime is down by how much percent?
And you said then,
because the thing is, because the thing is, they keep on saying crime is down by X amount of percent, and you're saying where? Because I don't see that. And they celebrate the fact that murders are down by 10% or murders are down by 14%.
All right,
but we were looking and don't see it.
All right, if murders are down by 10% and I did 800 and they down by 10%, you see? That's not nothing to celebrate same way, because I should have did this in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So people them, yo, if man them really, we can't come and put the people them in a work, for do work, and the man they not do work. And there's no repercussion. This doesn't make no sense.
The sad thing is that they keep on doing the same thing and expect a different result.
First and insanity.
And that can't work. But before we move on to the next story, so we're just saying that, you know, guys, just remember Ranil's mom when you pray tonight. And whenever you go before the Lord, just place that family, because I know that burden is, I've never felt that burden, but I know I've spoken to people and it is an extremely hard burden to carry. You never expect that you send a child to school because you want your child to get a good education. You want the child to be a progressive member of society. You want your child to contribute in a positive way. And this is the result that you get. Your 15-year-old son was stabbed.
And then, you know what about it? Even if somebody will do it now. No, alright. Suppose in there, they lock him up now. And he sit down and him a ball and saying sorry. That does not change.
Doesn't change.
What happened? Alright. Look one thing how weird. In did them because friend them did that, he must show them saying bad. So he must stab the what. No, them now think about this is how narrow-minded they are, you know. They can't even think past a certain spot, position or time. Because there's no question that comes in there. They say, alright, after me stab him, then what?
No, but seriously though, when people are do stuff like that, nobody think about after me stab him, then what? Then think about it after the fact. But them think about it after the fact though.
You have to think about them something there. And that's the problem there.
Yeah, but the problem though is that sometimes peer pressure.
Alright, you see peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
And peer pressure vanish. And you no longer can hear it. When you kill a youth and police come for you.
And you alone get arrested.
Right, and you're ball in front of your friend them and I beg for mercy. No, you're not shame enough. And you know feel no way for them in front of your friend them and look like fool, you know.
But too late.
They know that. So you know see your man them fool.
But as parents and guardians, we have to find a way to teach our children to walk away. Mr. Listen man, teach you pick them for walk away. No matter what kind of name they go and call them, it will only last for a while. Look how much things happen since recently. And we talk about it for 9 days and it done.
Alright. It name last for a time, you see? And it will last longer than the time we must spend in a prison.
Right, so I'm saying teach our children to walk away. No matter what. Find a teacher.
Okay, that life is more live all in come road.
Teach our children to find an adult in the institution or somewhere to say, Miss or Sir, this is what is happening. Talk to your parents, and as parents, we need to understand that when a child talk to us, we need to listen. We need to listen. So if a child come home and say, so and so a pick on me, don't leave it at that. But it is your responsibility now to go down to the school, not to ward the child, but you go to administration and say, I am having an issue. My child is having an issue. How is this going to be addressed? How is this going to be dealt with? Calling the other parents.
So them come home and attacking and the parents ignore them and say, Lord man, tapping eyes man, you have to hear them.
You have to listen to your children. You have to listen to your children. Because sometimes you're at school and you're being bullied. And when I say nothing, then come home and alright, you should know your child. So if you see your child come home from school one day and he feels so away and your whole behavior and he start, you're supposed to question and say, what happened to you?
You change.
Something happened. Something happened. Talk to me. You understand me? But we just, we some time we so busy on the phone, on TikTok and Instagram and all them something there, that we don't even pay with children in the mind when they come home from school. Nobody check homework. Nobody check the bags. How many persons check them picnic bag a morning time before they go to school? And we know some of we have trouble picnic. How much have we check them bag? How much have we turn up at school and ask teacher, how is so-and-so doing? How is so-and-so behaving? How much?
Remember saying no? Yes, when you talk about trouble picnic, remember say you see he fight with the Mona Iron.
We'll get into that next. That's the next thing we're going to talk about. You understand me? So how many of us hold the responsibility of checking the picnic bag? How much have we turn up at school and announce? How much have we got a PTA meeting?
You know one other problem we have to? You all want to have a picnic friend, enough of it. So you don't want displease your picnic.
Hold on, I saw a comment here. Where is it? Because I'm going to go to the comments briefly before I move on. But somebody said, Marsha said even some of the parents are afraid of their own children.
Yeah man, because you have some picnic, you have some...
There is no way I could carry a child to this world and afraid of him. That means you do something wrong from the child is small. You do something wrong from the child is small. So the things that the child was displaying from the child was a toddler, a teenager, or whatever, you ignored it.
Yeah, because
so you have to be blamed.
You have a problem with it, you know. Remember saying, you have two type of behavior, you know. You have in nature and in nurture, you know. Now the problem with it now is that somebody in their nature, somebody parents and nurture it. And say, Lord man, I say grandfather did turn. Me say easy if it makes you see. And you sow them seed in their head and they get in a temper for no reason at all.
Because they need to prove, they need to live up to the name.
Yeah. So everybody call him bad boy and say, yo, me tell you, you know, take talk, you know. So he will prove it. No, all they need to do is sow opposite seed and say, yo, one thing with him, you know, follow up argument, you know. You know, business when nobody wants to say, oh, laugh. All when I talk, him never business with them, you know, not pay them the money, you know. And I bet you do it. They can all live up to it.
Well, this story hurts, and it is happening. It is happening too often. It is happening too often. Children go to school to learn.
No, after that, no. When you look, you see Minister of Security and Prime Minister and Minister of Opposition. Ghana, this woman when Pitney dead, Ghana yard and gonna offer condolences and a chat to her. And at the same time, no, them now look and say, here what? We need a think tank to come up with some proactive measures. To start to deal with that something. So we get some my smarter minds where I understand.
And it's not only the smarter minds, the same DJs we are seeing the negativity.
Yeah, man, they need to rein them into man.
They need to find a way to get them on board to start saying some positive, giving a positive message. Giving a positive message. Because you hear about some people who get shot in a church and you're like, when did we get here as a people? When did we get so violent and so cold and so callous? When? That we're going to put it in song and people go and dance to it and people go and sing it and people go and buy it.
And then remember say when they drive around with that song there, I want different
mindset, yes, because everybody get bad. Everybody a bad man.
You see anyone that listen to music there, when they drive, then they make one extra lane on the road and then bad drive and I look on you like them a wicked man, because them a live his song.
It's crazy.
It's a different vibes there and
it's crazy.
But if they not play him, you think that anybody that drive around and listen R&B or any one of them lovers rock or any like real reggae music about drive man and look on them orange? No.
Oh boy, it's just sad and we everybody we know we're at a consensus. So listen, something needs to be done, and it needs to be done now before we lose anybody else, any other young person to school violence. But just looking at them before I move on to the next story. Good night, Tracy, and good night, Dre, my namesake. Good night, Delos, my darling. How are you? Good night, KD. KD says, I believe a lot of people in Jamaica are not well equipped and educated. Therefore, they don't know how to deal with conflict. The judicial system needs to be revamped. Absolutely disgraceful. You know, as he says that what always irked me is the same sex registry that the Justice Minister says that it should not be published. Every time I think about it something happened to my head. So I won't even want to get into that tonight. It is just crazy. Good night, Mikisha. It's time for the soldiers to teach school because the children are at work. But Mikisha, we also have to understand, you know, that these young days soldiers are rather indisciplined, you know.
You remember the one there where
the two on the highway in the markets that the police drive.
The same soldier them like one.
It's not the same kind of soldiers, unfortunately. So maybe the soldiers' mindset also would have to change first. Claire, good night. She says certain music sing about badness and blood running in the gutter. If you tell them, I can't bear to hear them. I won't be able to go through all of them. Nobody don't want to walk away. So true, Tracy. Everybody does feel so. Listen, them a bad man. Everybody. Nobody not take no talk. Because I have seen situations where they want to fight off our teacher because they not take talk from teacher.
Then you forgot to say that the one
you understand me?
Boy
jump over the classroom and yeah, so they not take no talk. They not take no talk and something.
Some other boy when they kick up one other boy somewhere Tivoli there.
Oh, the guy that was in sixth form that they said was autistic. Yeah man, they said he was autistic. He was in sixth form doing City and Guilds. That was what the family said, and then kick him up. Okay, good night everyone. For those persons who we have not yet acknowledged. Wait, Tina, perfectly imperfect. I want the name change. They need to make dispute resolution mandatory in schools. Adults, but the adults are no better. Exactly. So who are gonna teach them? Who are gonna teach them when the adults are no better? I don't know. Something alright. Good night, Joshua. Bro, no matter what, the music them listen, they will upon them young youth here. I remember them always talk about generation of vipers, and somehow I think that is where we are right now.
Yeah man, one last set of people were born, you know.
Yeah man.
The last set, yeah.
And all of them look and all of them look alike. I don't know. Let them make a fight.
One more.
I don't know, guys. If you have noticed, but when you look at them look alike so much that it is scary. There's a certain they have the same.
They're not no love in their heart, you know.
None at all. Then cool.
They wouldn't mind if certain people over a certain age just dead off and them one.
Yeah, because then keep on tell us say you're old school and you're old foot. As them always say you don't know nothing. Alright guys, so moving on now. We're still in the schools. But in this time now we're talking about a lover's triangle within the schools. So Mona High School in St. Andrew has been closed for 2 days because the principal feared losing any of his students to violence. So, for those who are not aware of what is happening, so a love triangle is the alleged cause of the latest flip of violence among some corporate era schools. So at least 3 students sustained injuries. And as I said, Mona High School closed their doors because out of fear. The principal said, listen, because of what he saw happening, him just can't afford to lose any of his students to violence. So, according to him, a young lady from Queen's School has been involved in a relationship with a student from Calabar. It is said that she moved on from that relationship with a student from Calabar and was now involved with a student from Mona High. Right? So, the principal said based on investigations, threats were being made to the student from his school, which is Mona High. And this culminated in a brawl between students of the two institutions at the transport center in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew, on Monday. And for those persons who have not seen that video, if you're in the WhatsApp group, or if you want to go over to the WhatsApp group, it is there because we can't put this video on YouTube. So, this young man now from Calabar High School, who was involved with this young lady from the Queen's School, and she left him and was now involved with a young man from Mona High. This young man from Calabar is going to send the young man a message to tell him to leave him, woman. Now, what could have possessed this young man to feel, say, him holding this young lady? That him now could then decide to send such a message to say, leave me, woman, alone. No, that caused the brawl. It's simple as that, you know. That was what caused the brawl. So, the video which was captured and was shared widely on social media. You can, if you see the video, the student from Mona sustained injuries and was hospitalized. He has since been discharged. But there were more than one videos. In another video, several students from multiple schools engaged in an altercation in which a student from Calabar High School was stabbed. His injuries are reportedly minor. A student from Campion College also sustained minor injuries in the incident. And that was what I found rather strange. I'm like, Campion College? I've never heard Campion College being involved in any of this. Now, after seeing the second video, that was the brawl on the street, Mr. Jones, the principal at Mona, decided that, okay, because of what is happening, I need to close school for 2 days and make everything just die down. I see if everything can just simmer down. If everything can just simmer down, because this is crazy. The acting principal of Campion College came out and warned their students who use public transportation to be extra cautious, to avoid the Halfway Tree Transport Center in the coming days if possible. So in a joint release on Thursday, the principal of Calabar High, Mona High, Jamaica College, St. George's College, and the Kingston College said the students involved in these incidents would face disciplinary action. They said that it is important to emphasize that this kind of behavior cannot and will not be tolerated. We are committed to creating a safe and nurturing learning environment where all students can thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. Acts of violence or aggression have no place in our educational institutions or public spaces. Our students must recognize and understand that they are ambassadors to the school, both on and off the school premises, the statement read. It added that such behavior was unacceptable and went against the values of respect, civility, and cooperation that they strive to instill in their students. The principals also urged parents and guardians to have open conversations with their children about the importance of respectful behavior and conflict resolution, and for students to report any incidents or concerns to school authorities immediately. And Senior Superintendent of Police Marlon Nesbeth, who is the commander of the St. Andrew Central Police Station, in which the transportation hub is located, said that additional police will be deployed in the vicinity to monitor the movement of students. No, I don't know about you, but them opinion come like say them adults. But what was rather concerning is the young man from Calabar now in one beef with that guy from Mona. And he come like say, is the whole of Calabar and the whole of Mona involved in this beef? Because that was what happened. So till I heard that children from Papine said that they were going to get involved too because they were on the side of Mona. And I'm like, I am dumbstruck. I am speechless.
Maybe I just like when they have the Arab Spring, where all are done in the Middle East. It just start connected, everybody start war. The problem with them, man, is that say, then did I look excuse for an argument with other man a long time.
You mean these students?
Yeah, because you know, them always they have their little rivalry and their quiet.
Right, because that normally happens in champs.
Yes. So
during that period.
Is that think about it, where one little couple vibes can bring in all of this. It's possible, do I know?
Mm-hmm.
Because
it is.
It's so weird to sort it. But this to me is that them did war in a war with some other people a long time. But me want to know when all of them boys turn up yourself, if every one of them parents knows they are student and when they're in their road.
Well, the good thing is that videos were captured.
I'm just wondering if them parents to them and say, I say nothing to me, because I'm not able. I'm afraid of them picnic too, because some of them picnic and then transform in one different kind of somebody. People out there need to know so they not to swear for them picnic, because
True.
hear me now,
True.
You have some picnic when they left out of your yard, and you see how they have their shirt in them pants. And when you see nothing attack and then hold down their head and they say, no talk, they sitting around him, I kind of understand. I see you stay. Lord Jesus, go on here and not pay them no mind. And you see him give a little smile. And then when you reach down the road, he go on the bush, go draw a big old half a cutlass. A different somebody. There's nowhere on earth all of them a boy will say I behave so. Left out of their yard, same me. And behave so. There is a difference because you know. You know, enough of them people come in like, them come like gas and matches by themselves. He gas by himself, can run vehicle and not get trouble. He matches by himself can light a stove and do his cooking. But yes, when the gas and the matches come together, is a big old problem. And
So,
see that when you see two of them, some of them picnic, Because you'll be surprised to see influence with their friend have over them. One of them have their little weird bag there in their spray ground. And then put on it, then draw them shut out of them pants. Some of them parents have struggled to send them to school, you know. Do it out all lunch with figure and walk, you know. To make sure say them go to school and I wear clocks and some thing. And them have on one whole lean bend up boot. Sometimes I rain and fall them fret because cardboard stuff in their bottom. I go to school for them go look good at school because they don't want them bully them around them friend. So them put on good boot and look what thanks to them give.
Yeah, but why though?
Hey.
These children no longer want to be children. They don't want to enjoy their childhood. Why don't want to be adults so quickly? Why? Sometimes I sit down and I think and I say, sorry, sometimes sorry, me not picnic. I won't have no bills here to worry about, you know. You understand me? I won't have something I won't have to worry about as a child. But they don't want to enjoy their childhood. Everybody just figure say them if it just grow up overnight. They must just grow up overnight and just keep up a bag of foolishness. How dare this young man? Because me now go say, listen, he can't have boyfriend or he can't have girlfriend. You understand me? Because sometimes they start relationships and they end up married. Not that I condone that, because I think that right now when people in a school, we pay more attention to them book. Especially boys. Because the thing with boys is that boys are so easily distracted that even if the girl have a boyfriend, most of the girls are still doing well. That is why most of them end up at university and the boys don't. Because the boys them cannot balance both. They can't balance relationship and book, you know.
No, because as soon as the blood reached looking at that, they had a head empty.
You understand me? So I think at this stage, unless they maybe in a sixth one where you say, you know, say in a sixth one now they're some young they're older teenagers, 18, 17. But they can't manage relationship. They cannot manage relationships. I don't know why in the name of heavens they took up relationship on their head. And why in the name of heavens this young man feels say him have right to the people him girl pitney. That him go send over a message.
But look at that the way.
Some of them take off them boxes and they don't even know if the right side is different from the wrong side. Much less the washy. And him go decide now that him go war the young man. And more, the girl done with him, you know. And that I had part about, you know. A girl move on.
If a girl get pregnant, he can't look after picnic.
A parent's responsibility. A parent's responsibility.
And him a war man over.
Him go war and start this whole bag of war. But I am wondering, it must be coming from, as you said, they had an issue. They must have had issues and they say, listen, we want war some school.
Them man, they have something, let me tell them man, and they're quiet. It's just, alright, you must have some picnic where you tell them, say, turn off the TV or you text it in front of them. And then, of course, they're not supposed to ball because problem. You see, it's the slightest thing that want to happen in our house. I be a balling,
because it's a long time.
Yeah, man. So, them a look for excuse long time to pick this war, you know. Because if you look on it now, you know, there is no rhyme or reason behind doing it. If you really and truly, if you connect the dots and say, them sympathetic with Mona because Mona was the victim and boy, we are going to defend it. Like I said, them are some of them kind of united nations. So united schools. So them are the superman of schools or the super school or the saver of the what do they call in school picnic. So what them do now is that them police the schools so them will come in and, you know, defend it. Because like them would be US. For all schools. So here what me could go out there now and defend the rights of all the underprivileged and the ones that were subjected to bullying. And we have all the arsenal, we are going to defend it for them school there. Man, I'm not shutting up. You know, let me tell you something, man. You see them picnic, they need to start busting their ass again. Because yeah, why? All of them think them a big man. Look on them.
Yeah, but remember that the government says you must not beat them. No corporal punishment must be administered. We must find other ways to punish them. That is what the government is presently saying. So what happens? You understand me? But I remember in last football season when there was a run-in with Mona, you know. I don't remember if it was JC or KC, you know. I don't know if you remember that. There was a run-in when Mona won.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. When the one I don't want to I don't remember which cup the which one of those was it. What wasn't Walker, it was Manning Cup that the one, was it?
I don't remember which one.
And they had a parade.
I'm going to high school.
And went into either KC or JC. I remember that. So I don't know if feelings are come from there, so if feelings are come from right there, so right.
So here what end up happening now. Maybe them feel like a Mona boy violate and purposely come for
take away woman, yeah. So I am wondering if it is coming from that, because remember, you know, Mona is not a traditional high school. Papine is not a traditional high school. The Calabar, the KC, the JC, the Georges, the Campion, you know, those schools are traditional high schools. And it is the norm for people who go to traditional high schools to look down on the ones who don't go to traditional high schools. You understand? So when this guy now, who is considered quote unquote donks, come take the general woman, I disrespect that, because he should have no in place. That is my thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Because there's no way that this kind of a war, all-out war, could have happened over one little relationship.
Licking nail on the head. And that same thing that when they go to high school and a principal I say, yo, they shouldn't do that something.
Right, because the principal said he was going to find the ones that he could identify on the video, was going to discipline them. I remember that incident. I don't, if you remember, please indicate. I don't remember if they went into JC or they went into KC. But they went into one of those school compounds when they were doing their motorcade celebration. And it caused one problem. So I don't know if that can also be a reason that they have up in Mona boy them. And in terms of the traditional boys and the traditional schools, have up a boy them from Mona. I don't know. I don't know if that is where it's coming from, because it is hard for me to believe that a relationship between two pitney could have caused this a kind of conflict and this a kind of friction between so many schools. Because it is from how I see it, is a traditional school war versus a non-traditional school. That is how I see it. Because the ones from the traditional schools are warring the ones from the non-traditional schools. Because of course they're not, they told them they're in the same category. But everybody just wants to be adult too fast. Everybody wants to be adult too fast. And this is the end result. We have to make them understand, so they need to grow up and enjoy life. And what opportunity we get, you know? I don't know about nobody that is listening to that, but I wish sometimes. Thank you, Omar. Omar says it was JC. Thank you very much. I wish sometimes I was still a child. When me have to wonder when me I go eat, because me know so me I'll get me dinner, and clothes I go wash and clothes I go iron, and me I'll get money for go to school, and I'm taken care of. You understand me? Sometimes I wish I was back at that stage.
Me no, me that didn't kill me lick.
No, me never used to get no licks, so me never have a problem. You understand me? So we have to understand that we have to teach them and teach them to listen. No man, enjoy your childhood, man. I want chance to get at this. Nobody take up a big man and big woman something. Well, because what happened here is that what I'm happy about though is that the girl was not hurt, because we have seen time and time again where some woman left some man and then stab them up or shoot them or something. So I am sad that it went to that, but I'm happy that this young girl was not hurt, and she must be one hell of a chick to look at. She must be one of the sweetest girls in the Queens. It's crazy. It is crazy. Good night, Lodell. Good night, Rhonda Stevens. Amar, good night. Milton, my darling, how are you, sweetheart? Really says, not a thing no go so. Which parent's responsibility? After me never seen him go nowhere. I lie you at it. Understand, you never seen him go nowhere. But are your responsibility? Because you're responsible for your child until that child gets to the age of 18. That is when the child is considered an adult. And if a child is going to university after the age of 18, my dear, it is still your responsibility. So we have to understand that. The law says the government adopted the US system of the no corporal punishment in school, and the whole school system in Jamaica changed. The Bible speaks of saving the rod and spoiling the child. Nobody can tell me something I can't lick my pitney. The thing is, I'm not going to abuse my child. But if him do something and me have to lick him, me have to put your hand on him. Because him have to understand, say, I just so I go. There are consequences for every action. There are consequences for every action. So if you know so there are consequences for actions, don't do things that you know that the consequence is going to hurt. And it is as simple as that. No Juliet Holness, no Andrew Holness, because Juliet is the one who is advocating, can tell me, so listen, don't lick your pitney.
And them grew up and lick.
No, she said that she got too much and abuse and whatever. That is her issue. Nobody, because we see what has happened since teachers. I mean, there are some teachers in school, because we have spoken about this before, that were rather abusive. You have some teachers in a school that are abusive, right? But nobody at all know in school you can't lick them. There are no consequences. Just like how is a slap on the wrist. It's the same thing in a society, you know. When man commits certain crime, they get a slap on the wrist. It's the same thing happening in schools. Certain things that they do, they get a slap on the wrist. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Kashana say, I'll be a taxi fare alone, me used to get, you know. And then I pick me get a big lunch money. Yeah, some people get some lunch money right now. You have to wonder if you really.
No, that's true.
You can buy a grocery.
Because I will say man broke them bad, I will say man spoil them.
We broke them bad, so till them I pick them nowadays can't tie their own race.
No, but I know that. The school is 2 blocks away. And them now walk to school. Them have to wait on taxi.
Yeah,
then now walk to school. Then not walk into school.
They want everything.
They want everything so easy and ready done. And it is sad. We are great set of children that are going to be completely useless. And it's the sad truth. Useless adults.
Alright, you know, so me pass and see some big picnic now. Where I walk around with their lace pull. Because they can't tie their lace.
Can't tie their lace?
Can't tie their lace.
You mean big picnic like what age?
Big picnic, man. Picnic we all 14, 15. Can't tie their lace. Because there's nowhere near them out there with the 2 lace pull and I walk around and I tap on the lace.
Or is it that they're just lazy?
Lazy.
Because that is the next thing that is also affecting them. You know, they're lazy, you know. Maybe just lazy. Fit better than tying lace.
Can't tie their lace. I'm not asking.
Okay. It is just crazy. And we need to go back to the old days of those principles of old time people used to grow up Pitney. Because Pitney, they grow with principle and respect. Nowadays, we adopt every single thing when they do a foreign. Every single thing.
You see another problem now, you know. People, you see, when Juliet Holness attack, then same thing about Pitney not to get beaten and whoever attack it. Them not look on you and realize, say, one of the main thing is that, say, you cannot reason a man out of dirty behavior. You can always give people advice, but you can't give them conduct. And people need to understand this. So listen to me. The system set up where they say, you say if you kill a man, you're going to get 30 years. You say if you're a thief, you have this and that, we're going to lock you up. So what we're going to do, we're going to deprive you of your privileges. We're going to remove them from you and punish you. Now, here's the problem with this now. What do you have as punishment for a child in school? That you now going to show him that there is no form of consequences for his behavior. But when he graduates, now he will buck up in the real world. And when your name beat him, now police start busting your ass. Now how this makes sense? Make it make sense. Now you're going to end up and lock him up every minute. Because him never knows if he follow a rule, you know, and he never did realize that there are consequences to the behavior. Because him think, this a boy, you know, when he forget lick again, you know, feel like he could have stabbed the boy and all them all do and just tell him, say, go home. Apparently I must have been thinking, you know, because if him did not get beaten, when in their school too, from principal and caning and then sitting there, he don't know, say, listen, me not like that, something, and so he might think about it because he knows that there are consequences to it. But the man them realize that if there's no punishment for the behavior, if you go over a speed limit, you're going to pay a fine. Consequences to every behavior. You have all a baby mother, you know, pay in maintenance. If you want to live with you, you go to jail for it. there are consequences.
There must be consequences.
If
And
you
hold on, hold on.
pay light bill and thief light and then catch you have to go pay one fine or you go jail fee.
Yeah, but hold on, Richie. I talk about consequences for every action. Is it? The consequences must not just be consequences, but it must be consequence that hurt. You understand me?
No,
There must be consequence that hurt, that makes a difference, that you think twice about committing the act.
Again.
You understand me?
Or
even commit the act exactly in the first place, any at all.
You remember one time, they didn't have a whole time show. I don't know if nobody else saw. I wouldn't say old enough because the show was on YouTube full now. The other day come. And they lock up Jimmy Cliff. And the sentence that was handed down, which wasn't a strange one for the time, because don't bother think it was just for the movie. It was a sentence for them say, like them have a thing named lash in or lash out. So they said 30 strokes out of the tamarind switch. You see? When you go in and it's going to 30 days, another 30 strokes when he's leaving. So you what though? You get that bus ass where they go in. And when they time up on one of them big old hedgehog barrel, they draw down a little brief. And then draw down a brief, and when you get about the fourth one, they have one trench. Me that one that way trench fine. And when me look at be a piece, me start run through trench.
So you understand it was for?
Yes man, because they know so listen, he must is when we are the keeping. And then here one now. Them say 30 strokes out of the tamarind switch. I remember tamarind not broken. Tamarind a bend, tamarind bending, and it gives some wicked lick. And after I do it time, just remember say, he not even look forward
For the time to finish.
Because he knows say listen, you have another bus and so get you go home. So
30 more.
You say, yes man, so you say you go home now, you remember it and say, oh me, if you might walk past on the prison in Cross the Road. It sounds draconian, you know, but guess what? We are dealing with people who are operating with some primitive mind. Some of them boy need some of them beating you. Some of them boy are where you see, we are giving them a trouble. I'm not saying it's school boy them you beat them till them pissing up. But some of them deserve it too, because some of them are walking around with all some chopper, you know, cleaver, and some sitting up different from who are one gun, you know. And then we kill you, you know.
Yep. Without blink. And all this, listen, you see
You see age boy them when they kill a woman where you usually teach at school somewhere near them.
Oh, Natalie.
Yes. Dawkins,
Yeah, Natalie Dawkins.
I remember them cow that 3 little boy rape woman and kill a woman. You see? No, it will show you a mindset where they have, you know. Them the boy they not care, you know, and them proud of themselves, you know. And at them see what let me tell you, you know, them the boy always see a warrior say, you know, by September, enough of them now go back to school, you know. You know though? Them graduating and some who not graduate or just stop. Because some of them cannot even write O. Hey, and the government not really...
The country is in trouble. Because me tell you all the while that if an elderly criminal hold you up, you stand a chance of living, you know. But it's when them a young boy nowadays hold you up.
Oh God.
Everybody want to make up here, everybody want to prove a point. Because everybody want to be like, want to say my coolest one in a group. Say, hey, that cool enough. So they look on the woman and they celebrate him. So everybody wants to be that person. So when them look a boy hold up nowadays, God help you. Because them need to make a duppy. The other day the lady at Pembroke Hall, we have a bar. And they go hold her up. And she said she not have money to give them. And what they do? They kill a woman.
They forgot to say, you see one of that video with the whole of them in one bar or the Mackie Copy bar.
That was St. Elizabeth.
And I tap up on them and behave. But people now understand saying, this is no time for talk about why it is so now we are human rights. You lose your right as a human when you take away the right for someone to live. You can't just do people there sitting there and all they are going to do are going in a courthouse with one lawyer who find way to get bail for you, chat for you and tell lie for you and get you out. Sometimes I wonder how some of them lawyers sleep, you know, because they must say them deal with the tenants and the canons and whatever with law, and for them thing is that so them there for defend the right. You go defend the right for a known criminal. You know a man a criminal. And you get him off and send him back a road for a technicality. Because that is how your business is fed.
Yeah, but in all fairness,
because them know them
every criminal deserves the right to have a lawyer. So that is the next issue. Everybody deserves to have a lawyer to defend them.
Yeah, we not agree with that no. You see, me if I can say every criminal deserve a lawyer. Let me show you. If the
that
person
is
a criminal, he not deserve no lawyer.
That's the system. That's how the system is. Whether you like it or not.
Every accused man deserve a lawyer. But not every criminal deserve. Because no criminal no forget no lawyer. If you just at the mercy of courts.
No, but remember that the accused man becomes a criminal.
No, I'm just saying.
He becomes a convict.
If you look back upon it, some of them man and
no, listen.
And a good conscience.
I understand exactly what you're saying, you know. Because as far as I'm concerned, if the person is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt, then certain crimes when commit capital punishment.
If you see it on video, especially with technology now, and you see it playing as DSI him, exactly why are you trying it? What are you trying to determine? If the evidence that is placed before the judge is one where the judge can evaluate and say, well, hold on there, but now in this ever true. As a matter of fact, see him right there in front of me, nice same shirt. Same shirt, he didn't get for change it. See him all tear up short. Right? You know him. Exactly what are you trying to determine now for you have a trial? When you should have look and say, why? But are you the self-truth? So you want to know. I always going to tell you how much time you get.
But that is not how the system is.
Because people think so.
Because even though you see the evidence, it is said that the man is innocent until proven guilty.
Which is foolishness. Let me show you something. Alright, tell me what you going to prove. You want me tell you the only thing you can prove now and say, Your Honor, him have a twin brother. That's about what I there. No, this makes sense. But at the same time now, you're sure of him. Why are you wasting everybody's time? And clog up his system. Even when people are talking about say if hang them and bring back the hangman. I don't believe in that part there, because you know. Some of them man yeah, need to live and one dead and can't dead. Some of them dead too good for them. No hang them, no inject them, no chop off their head. You need to keep them in one place and make them beg for them. Make them and say, my God, one more day for me live for see this year again. No lace in him boot. And he just getting nice meals and then carry him out and walk him for the day. Me know want to lock up in there and walk him. While I was treating them business with dirty, so it's so much man lock up in a prison. They should have them wash all the road, sweep road, clean up place, chop place. So then chop from you go all the way back round. By the time if you reach back where I come from, at time things start over kind of grow back. Make them clean drain, long water boot. Every drain should have clean, not a place too much earth. You say they not do that? You know much boy now when they look and see how them man they walk. I'll say, yo, my lord, that badness sitting here, no car here, I can't manage that.
Yeah, but everybody want to go to prison because of party. You're going to go to party and dress up.
So when anyhow, then they know, so listen, you send down you, then they walk you. And then if you kill anybody where you kill, then walk you and use some of your money where you done work and make you know work and mind the people them picnic where then dead left. And run their yard. Mind all the woman where man did that mind. Pay a light bill and sit here and walk till you tremble.
No, but I always ask the question. The person is sentenced to hard labor. What is that?
The one place.
What is that? What is hard labor? Just sitting down one place and put on clocks and drink NSC. That is hard labor? Then if that is hard labor, then everybody desire to enjoy hard labor. And that is how it is. And it is just, I don't know. But looking still with this particular story, one young man was stabbed. So this young man could have also lost his life just like the other one, You understand me? He could have also lost his life. So it goes right back to the whole thing now is the country, these children need help. They need help. And something needs to be done. And we cannot just leave it on the teachers alone. Because the teachers alone cannot do it. Because if a teacher try to teach something positive, but when the child goes back into the environment and goes back home, he's faced with the same negativity, then no change can be done, no change can be made.
If them want to know if it work, when man they call her Miss Faisal, Miss Faisal Williams, you see, if you want to know if what you do makes sense, why don't you do a little audit in some of them schools there, and you go there and ask a child or some children, just say to them, say, what is it you fear the most happening to you if you do not do your schoolwork? If something should happen, what is it you fear? And you'll find out, say, they don't have a fear because there is nothing that is placed on them for them to do well. There's nothing that them say, alright then, you know, say, me fear that something here. They never care.
No, but everybody wants to be chopper.
Exactly.
Because they realize, say, I remember a friend of mine who is a teacher was telling me about a young man some years ago. And the young man said, listen, me don't need to do no schoolwork because I'm going to sell drugs. That time drugs was the thing at the time. He said, me don't need because look what no teacher not drive. Look at the boss drive. Boss drive on Benz. Because he looked up to the man who was selling the drugs. That was his role model. That was who he looked up to.
Yeah, me didn't see that picture that they lost.
You understand me? What you saw the prisoner in the lockup in why you not put the police hat?
Yeah, me police that doors off.
Well, it must be the same thing in terms of how later end up and eat KFC in a jail. But I don't know.
But
I don't know.
The thing about it, you see, anyhow, remember with all of it, you will over there so right now. If there are no consequences, alright, for sure you how consequences work for everybody. They say if you're not served God, you don't be yourself, you got hell. So what people do, people want to be because you know, me no want to go hell. So at the same time, people may say it's a fear thing or whatever. People don't understand, so listen, a man will even out a road in a war with a man and say, you know, say if I'm in prison, I kill you though.
Yeah.
So it is not that he has a good mindset, but he's afraid of the repercussions. Me talk to police already where say, listen, there is nothing worse than a man will get wanted. In one life turn upside down, he can't sleep. He don't get no good sleep. He want to climb in a tree and pull off all his belt and buckle it around the tree to sleep up there. Because he knows he will drop asleep and a gun wake him.
Yeah, but even so, when you look at the men who normally are wanted men, they say them hold them and say then, him at 20 yard.
Yeah man, in age man, he mash him up man, he look like him 170.
Yeah.
So when you look back on it now, there is nobody who is going into the schools too. And them now say, alright, then one time them be tried that, I mean they follow it up. If you carry prisoners going to school,
ex-prisoners.
Ex-prisoners and so. And also carry some of my boy them when they want to listen. Go in a jail or go in a prison. Put them in one place, make them see what take place and make them soak up the atmosphere and see if them like it. And just know say, well listen, you say if you don't want to behave, look on some of them and tell them, say you see them. Okay, so go and check them.
Because you're not going to save everybody. But you'll save some.
So just know. Just know. And you have some man who going to look on them and say, you remind me of me picnic now. If you should have come in here and make me buck you up, me personally I'm a show. Because not every prisoner, you have some man where the prison change them, you know. Some of them will change them feel
worse.
Now, if people don't have consequences, why you think you follow a speed limit?
A 6 months of your lesson, no?
So people
plus
don't understand
plus a high cost.
When they set rules and laws, people are not afraid to set it because there's no law and there's no rule out there that it is not there to save your life. If you hear them, you see police with spot check and then cuss and say 6 steps on the road. Even though enough of them are hustle, it is there to save you. You slow down. If they say you know if you do this and you know if you overtake on the bridge, I have to save your life. Now overtake on the brow or hill, I have to save your life for a person where I come. So when they set the rules, why change it? Why break it if it's not broken? Why you go move away? Bust their ass if they get trouble. Sometimes I hungry where some of them are going to hear. When first time people used to say, if you can't hear,
you must feel.
So here what end up happening now.
When plant one day they shoot.
You shoot. So here what end up happening now. See this boy you know, see my feeling now. Because anywhere there right now, I bet you him down in there rich same man say, boy, you know using me no business in frost out.
At 14 he is. He is. I make it worse, my parents carry me now. So it's not like
so you see rule where and he could have responded in prayer. You see, but me tell you something. You see how some of them stay. Or some of them stay, they do some sin thing in them. Tell you, you say if you swear for them and when you look at the video and see what them do, you shame like a dog. Because when you look
break
and
your
see,
heart.
when
Break
you
your
look,
heart.
break your heart. You're talking nice. You say you shame like dog. When you see someone where they will do and what come out of them mouth, and some of them little girl in a uniform, when there's some video, I play with boy teapot in them mouth, I do all for my sin thing, you know. And when you're looking at a good picture that come out of your house, so you're thinking, you say, no, play there's something around here, yeah, because you can't make sure there's something there. And you see my blink and I go like, you know, understand, and nobody wicked like him.
Can't swear for them.
When they come out and do it, me say come like them go out and go put on a mad hat, you know. And then when they do all of them, then they wash out them out and come back in and come
and behave like one angel.
If one show go on and two people like kiss them turn on their head, you know. Like that breast, if they realize say you know and change it, that time you never know what he does down the road.
Oh God. Yeah, but you know say it is a universal problem though.
Yeah man, but you're at part about it. If boy get trouble with badness, he girl them get trouble with man.
Oh God. So what do we do as parents?
You know, because remember
and grandparents?
Sitting, you know, when they organize and one heap of tape in go on and some of them are doing it all in their uniform. I see all one time when
careful, remember, careful, man. Remember, YouTube have
no, me not say.
Okay. Go ahead. But Garfield, they do laugh. But the thing is that Audrey says good night, Audrey, good night, Garfield, Sarah, good night, Oret,
you know,
Soul Music, Janet, good night, my lovely people.
Me tell you something, Jonesy. When enough people now understand. You see, we end up in a society right now where you say if you follow them, then we did it and make you feel like because they make you feel like you're old school. Let me show you something. Principles can't get old.
Can't.
Deportment and good behavior and mindset can't get old. Nobody can tell me nothing. You see, people will say, boy, I'm old in days. How can nastiness be modern and be cool? If you're a young girl now, come now and decide, say, if you're on video, I stare right in the camera. So, it's not like in a show, you know, and have teapot in their mouth. Someone don't need to look on the picture them and see all when the girl them come home and say stretch mark around their mouth. To see what they're up to when they gone the road. Because
so hold on there. So when stretch mark around their mouth, that happen?
You know what them do, them as swallow sword.
So me have to start.
So you know what I say now?
That's a new one.
You have to watch them and talk to them and say, yo, no man, you're not move right. You did swear for them and you not even know so them are waste some money, you know.
Yeah, but
waste some money because some of them boy, alright, you see some of them back them where they have how much $1,000 feet. You see, them parents try hard, you know, if you see some of them people where I work, when they work at some place where people take step at them and them must struggle because they say them pick me a good high school and he say, yeah man, him bright, you know, because them not even bright enough, you know, so them pick me bright as well they think, you know. So here it happen now. When then did it? And then now do no good school work. Then they, alright, you said enough parents will check picnic bag. When enough of them are going to look for? Talk true.
No, I'm not just talking about checking the books, you know. I'm talking about checking for weapons.
Because, enough of them feel to say, from them look and see sticky, them bright. You understand me? And if them picnic come 13 in their class, they say, you know, say, a 40 of them in there, him beat 10 of them, you know. Because guess what? Him know, say, him could even go a gate. And that type problem, you know. So here we end up now. Because them can't check for them picnic and they don't know what to do. What do you think end up happening? Enough of them, even if they, some of them said that the parents have got a PTA meeting. Then go there, then they understand and nobody else.
No, but if they don't understand,
like go there, to them,
yes, go to the teacher and find.
For your picnic, Ruben, be a trouble in there, be a trouble.
But you know, say even with PTA meetings, it is always the children who don't give problem. Parents are there.
Yeah, man, you want them to get trouble, them parents are there.
Yeah.
Because some of them parents, let me tell you, you didn't know see how some parents and them parents give up on them too.
And just left them for run rogue.
Yeah, man, they just give up on them. Because
I mean,
but what me I said though, Why you gonna say you're frustrated and you give up on the picnic, but yesterday when you get in a trouble now, you cook food and can't go give him a jail and you try find money to pay a lawyer. Make it make sense. When you could have actually just fix that something from early and start to deal with somebody else like a picnic. Because they, hey, you see how some of them when they're around you and some music when they up on their phone or play and you sit to yourself say, sometimes, hey, one time I decided I want boy, you know, and the boy a play. I don't even remember if I one of them young boy I know, but I mean believing that listen Dunce Barbie. You see? And when me hear it, boy you sing thing tight and traffic jam. So of course now me clear my throat because me want to know say for sure he look at me and smile like him and say and I'm rocking his head. Me say but I with the backside. Boy no manners. He boy turn up him more. He no have a care in this world, you know, business board nobody. When I tell me I look up on me hand and me touch myself, because I say, I wonder if anyone can see me. Because I look like some invisible. He boy decide that me and I play dirty sitting because of course I feel for it. And he feel like he not him come sit down side of him.
And if you tell him to move a wire now, you know?
No, because here what happen now. Me start to look about some in my head and I think about next week and I say there's a possibility. If me in an argument with him, me might not see next week. So me go and plan for next week and go and let me not hear where I play. And they will kill you, you know?
Without blinking.
Them boy will kill all their own mama. Them picnic. You see them boy will see a fight one another. Them same one will take it for joke, you know. And beg you money if you take it by a knife stab you, you know. Them, you know.
Oh God. Guys, I don't know. But we're in trouble. So it's from one incident with a school to another news item with schools. So something young man said Swezel need to do something.
Because
something needs to be done.
You see them one over there so when they stabbing go on, you see everybody else when they do it, them already have one like a dirty mindset, you know. So here what happen now? Most of them will come out in a society and they're not employable. They more cause the system and they more try to chop. And they more try to do this and they more try to do that. Because that them proud, you know. Because they must say, yo, we need to go to school, dog, and all we just need a phone now and a list. What kind of foolishness that?
Hold on, Delos says, remember they're referred to as masters in children court when their names are called. You can imagine? You got children court and you're dressed as masters. Something is wrong. Something is wrong.
People them brain now work good. And at this, you know what happened though? The so-called educated ones who are tell we. And you see when them tell a foolishness and you say, nah man, that don't make no sense. Hear them now, sit down and let me explain to you. You're not understanding. Wait, do you think I hear that? Nobody explain foolishness to me. What you're doing is not explaining. You're trying to convince me to see it your way. And it don't make sense. You're not going to draw me over there with the foolishness because it don't make no sense. You see Andrew Wallace and Juliet Wallace, how they love for y'all buck them up and sit down and chat to them.
The near pass, near pass.
Me say they want to buck them up and look right now there and I tell them, you know, say, me ask you no sitting. You don't really actually believe what I say. I don't just do it to annoy people. You don't really hear yourself. Because me cannot understand how on earth you could actually feel that this makes sense. And then you some bus phone a house and when I not turn Prime Minister and convince the people them say, yeah what my wife is sitting in her house with me. It takes months. I won't if a bus house you don't forget that there's anyhow they ain't get no beaten. Maybe the other Spanish one right now give you a trouble.
Boy, I don't know. But I want to move off of this particular story because yeah, me know. It sent my blood pressure a little bit whenever I need to talk about it. And you remember, you know, there are a whole lot of things that don't make the news. Don't forget that.
Man.
In regards to school violence, there are a whole lot of things that don't make the news.
You're a woman a ball and I said, boy, I look prayer for him.
Pitney. So if she was crying like that then, how is she coping now?
Can you have some grief, you know, where hey, you let the money right now, ball so till right now, I can tell us that he thirsty, you know, and short back dry, you know, kind of dehydrated, you know, every water run out time body, you know.
And she can't drink none.
She think pitifully, she wonder, say, why me send him to school that they did there? Hey, let me tell you something. That's why I have to wonder if Obi really know because I can't tell you on that if not hurt. You see? Any Obi did real that the woman that's selling the thing when happy Obi that the boy will do it. Science him.
No, just having limbs and also drop one by one. Every day I look his one and finger drop up.
Every year he sick like a dog when he put the same day when Pitney dead. And he live till him all 50. Every day when he reach the anniversary and Pitney dead, he sick like a dog.
It hurts.
And he take the drop out and head here and mash mouth from him at 16. Mouth mash. If you have indentures.
Oh boy. Guys, I don't know. But for persons who pray, remember, I'm not talking about PRUI, but for the persons who pray, remember, we have to continue to keep Jamaica's children in our prayers. And if we can make a difference to somebody's child, we need to try and make a difference. If every one of us can try and make a difference with somebody else's child, we need to try.
No, or just make a difference with fear.
No man, no, you have already tried to fix yours.
No.
No.
Tell your neighbor, say, yeah, what you do? Because you know, let me tell you sitting, you know. Let me tell you one day that sitting if you look panto, you know. Not because you hear your neighbor dog a bark, if you go over there go pet him, you know. You have a dog too. So
no, but but the thing is, if you have been able to master your home, and you have wonderful children, and you know somebody, because it's not all of them. Some of them just want a little help, you know. Sometimes all them want is to understand so somebody understand them and somebody loves them. Because a lot of them are not getting love at home.
And
so,
me are going to go trouble people pick me.
Okay.
Because you know, remember me a man, you know. You're the first thing they must say. Me are that pedophile or something, you know.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I'm saying that, okay, for those persons who are willing and you're able and it is possible, let us try to make somebody's child life a little bit different if we can. If we can, let us try. Because if I make a difference in somebody's life and you, well, not you, Richie, but somebody else make a difference in somebody, it will help. It is going to benefit us. All of us. It is going to benefit all of us. Me not say if you go see somebody pick me and try to drape them up a road and lick them out. No. Sometimes just a word.
But you reprimand them.
No.
Some of them pick me and
there are different ways of doing it though.
And you come and say, little girl, little boy, come here.
No, you can't do that. Because them parents will come worry you.
You understand me?
That's what I'm saying, that if you know somebody, because sometimes you have siblings who they're not going to pick me right now, you know. And you say, listen, no, Jackie, this not the right. Me can do so and so. Man, me can, you know, you get what I'm saying? Just to make a difference. Because sometimes they might not listen to them parents, but they might listen to somebody else. And it is just the truth. They might not listen to them parents, but they just might listen to somebody else. If we can make a difference in one of them life, let us try. Don't overlook it, but let us try and make a difference. Because when we make a difference, if everyone try to make a difference, or most of us try to make a difference, it is going to benefit all of us. Because the rate at which them going now, not even, or then I say burglar bar can't keep them out of your house.
There was even burglar's bar.
Yes, not even that can keep them out of your house.
Yeah, because
and it is the truth.
So I want to know though, if Andrew Wellness and the whole of them will sit down and I make them talk, yeah, really I look far ahead and I realize, say, listen, the only, alright, it's like say, they don't really understand and see, say, one gunshot will come at hospital. Me here sitting there that talk about it one time, free from Cornwall Regional. And the man says it's like a $4.8 million cost for treat one gunshot. So why you feel to say a medical system so strained? It's bad. And it might sound like me I go off the rails of the reasoning, but people understand say everything is so connected, you know. Everything is so connected because them here are gonna be some my gunshot one them whether get it or get it. So you have to look on it and say, how do we fix this? We need to go down to the root height, and the root height is start from kindergarten with their little one there. It start from seeing some picnic where I get trouble and a bit. You remember one time when I show you one with one boy was stone the classroom.
Oh, Homestead.
Look on all that the little boy. Talking God truth if the little boy there could have been anything good later on in their life if they're not standing him, cut him, nip it in the bud with him.
Yeah, because a lot of times some people do some money.
And then him say more than him papa they come back and then him papa they dead. And then so you go.
I think so.
I somebody feel when he name big head or something like
Yeah, man, and they shoot him some at Clarendon.
yes, on the highway.
Uh-huh.
Now, here where me I look on right now. If you not do something about them, your little picnic, you have to do it with them one. You see, some of them when they did they get trouble, and you send for them parents, and you see them parents come and say, I saw him still leave him. You say, yeah,
Keep him at home.
No, and you may tell no, don't leave him.
Keep him at home.
Carry him by your yard. Because you're not going to come make him contaminate the whole batch because one fly will spoil one whole drama aisle. He can't stay here. His behavior not right. Him we get to in a trouble, him we bite off picnic finger. Dangerous picnic them, you know? They will head and kill a knife at school, you know?
It don't matter the age. It doesn't matter the age, but as I said earlier, the environment sometimes is one of the biggest problems. The environment. So,
right, now move on to Sydney, so I can't my blood pressure go up.
Yeah, but me not move on a while ago and you start cuss again. So, as I was saying, each one try to help one. Let us try and make a difference. Let us not just talk about it. But if we see a way that we can help, even a child,
we don't want to help some of them picnic when we don't see them and get trouble. Report them. The police can lock them up.
No, police just can't come lock them up. So
no, report them, man. Video them when you see it, man. Turn in farmer. Nobody knows if you see how you do it. You want to help them, no go near them, then dangerous. Report them.
So
report them.
We'll never agree on this one. So
report
let us move on, Richie. Because we're not going to agree on this point at all.
They get too much trouble, man.
Yeah, but you know why the child is giving trouble sometimes?
You want attention.
Right.
So we're making get attention when he get locked up. Because them the time they more get enough attention because somebody girls are watching him in a jail. If he not come out. Attention they want.
Anyway, guys, remember to click the like button and like up the video. I mean, we're not going to agree upon this, so you know what? Let us move on. Alright, so earlier this week, and this is a rather interesting story. A banking executive was freed of charges in an $85 million cocaine trial. No. Oh boy. Let us look at this one. So Sheena Headley, a banking executive, was freed of charges of the Dangerous Drugs Act when she appeared in the St. James Parish Court in Montego Bay, St. James, last week Friday. Ed Lewis, 38, was freed of all charges following a submission by attorney, King's Counsel Peter Champagne. She was charged with possession, dealing, trafficking, and taking steps to export cocaine after the drug, which was valued at approximately $85 million, was reportedly found in the trunk of her Toyota Prado SUV during an operation. Champagne submitted that the prosecution had failed to demonstrate that his client had any knowledge of the cocaine that was discovered by the police in the trunk of her vehicle. It is alleged that on June 15, 2022, about 6 p.m., a team of officers from the Area 1 Narcotics Police Division carried out an operation at Edley's home in Goodwill, St. James. During the search, 10 rectangular-shaped packages were found in the trunk of the vehicle, which belonged to Headley. The packages were subsequently identified as cocaine, weighing approximately 25 pounds. Following an interview session in the presence of her lawyer, Headley was arrested and charged. Her husband, Chad, was also arrested and charged after being named a person of interest, but he was later freed of the charges. Kemet says a Spanish town Dan was gunned down by police a short while ago. Oh. Okay. Any name? Thank you for that information, my darling. So, this lady and her husband, who were charged for cocaine, dealing, possession, trafficking, and taking steps to export. The drug was found in her Toyota Prado SUV. Now, these two people have been freed of the charges because her attorney says that the prosecution failed to demonstrate that his client had any knowledge of the cocaine that was discovered by the police in the trunk of her vehicle. I am speechless. So this a tell me now, say if police hold me with a gun in my vehicle, police need to demonstrate that I know that the gun is there. This is what this is saying to me. He is indeed a miracle worker, indeed, Delos. This is one of the lawyers that is most in demand. Because I can't wrap my mind around this one. To say that it was found in her vehicle. Her husband was said to have been the driver. It was said that her husband was the driver. But when the police went there, nobody was in the driver's seat. She was in the passenger seat. So they had issued a warrant. Because her husband was named as a person of interest. Now he's the first one to have been let go on this case. They had the wife. The wife was still facing charges. Only to hear now that she has been freed because the prosecution has failed to demonstrate that Mr. Champagne's client had any knowledge of the cocaine that was discovered by the police in the trunk of her vehicle. I don't know what to say about this. Honestly. Because I never know something could go so. Time and time again, I see them old people on the road and say, gun was found under the seat. Gun was found in the pocket. Gun was found here, gun was found there. Or them got people yard and they say them find gun at their house and then charge them and lock up all the whole house. 5, 6 them at the one time. No. How did the cocaine get in the vehicle? In the trunk of her vehicle.
Run taxi.
How did the cocaine? Did she lend out her vehicle? Because if she had lent out her vehicle.
A different something.
No, hold on. If she had lent out her
vehicle.
vehicle.
We lent.
Exactly.
Because you know, nobody never get what just so. Let me tell you the only way. You say just stop one nuts for the express and find in your belly it. You kind of wonder because they carry goods too. To other people. And one name must depend on either who send it or who are going to receive it. It's not hard to catch somebody for that. Now, if you find it in a vehicle and a field vehicle, a your vehicle and a taxi, so how you could go make me know now say, boy, you know, prove it's your film or you know, prove it's your man. That don't make no sense.
$85 million worth of cocaine.
How?
But this goes to show, you know, that there are two different laws. It depends on where you are in society.
And a liar, yeah.
Yes. It depends on where you are in society. Because if it was an ordinary somebody, then they find this in a them vehicle or in a them house. Right now, if they're not sentenced already, they are going to be sentenced.
But at the same time now. At the same time now, you see? Which ordinary man would have $85 million worth of drugs?
No, but I'm saying though, that is what I'm saying. There are two different laws. There are two different laws. How can you have $85 million worth of cocaine in your vehicle?
And them are
found in your vehicle.
And them have sent a man with 4 jar of weed.
Exactly.
You see? And you say you find him with it. And you find in his possession. This is not like say you find it in a people in the yard show them, you know. For them can say somebody show you over the yard, you know. It's in a them vehicle, you know. And the driver run out.
The driver was, they didn't say the driver ran out, but when the police went there, because of course, there as Garfield said, acting upon intelligence. They went there. She was in the passenger seat, the driver was not there. But it is her vehicle, registered to her. It is her vehicle.
Anything in there for you?
And that is what I thought. But now me realize, just like the same thing with the X6 man and him gun. When the police had told him to take in his gun and he didn't. Only to find out that if you have a license for him and they demand it, you don't have to. You don't have to carry it in. So he showed me that. Yeah, and now this is showing me something else.
Yeah, but here's another wicked part about all of this now. Here's other part. When me not like. Why? Why? If you are going for it, if first thing them ask you is that you pack your suitcase? And you say yes, you say you're sure? Everything when in it you put in there? Were you ever away from your suitcase? No. So you know everything in there for you. You say if you say, no, you know, I know me did pack it. Who did pack it? One of my friend, where your friend name. That's before they even go in there, you know. Because anything you find in there, no, but I think you're going to escape it because your suitcase. If I your vehicle, there's nowhere on earth, as well Della said, it cocaine hitchhike go in there. He can't go in there by himself because he don't have foot.
And
somebody have to put it in.
Yeah, right. So why? All right. So if I have mine, why would I store my drugs in your vehicle? Because if you store my drugs in your vehicle, enough of my drugs again are yours, you know? You understand me? Because if somebody had stored it there for safekeeping, it is not enough for the person to own again.
You may not say proud of cocaine saving price.
No, but I'm just saying though. You understand me? How this could ever happen? The prosecution failed to demonstrate that it's contained in the knowledge of the cocaine. Me can't wrap my mind around this. How a prosecution demonstrate this? This is just crazy. This is just crazy. But you have to, if you want to do certain things and get away, don't do it if you're poor. Don't do it if you're poor. Because you're not going to get away with it. You're not going to get away with it. And it's just a fact. Okay, Matt says the gangster named Termite. And then you have to kill Termite, man. I get rid of Termite. You have to get rid of Termite.
Pest control man.
Yeah, man. Pest control man. Them find mess. So, how you have this inside of your vehicle, but you have been freed. Your husband have been freed. And let's go back to your normal life.
$82 million.
$85 million.
But you know a joke about it, maybe right now they get about that.
Impossible. At Jamaica this. But so often I see Champagne winning some cases that are questionable. That me have to wonder, say, some of these lawyers are working with the judges? Me have to wonder. You have to wonder if there's a connection between lawyers and judges. For some cases where you see some lawyers win. Because me not see how this happen. $85 million worth of drugs found in a vehicle, but the prosecution did not demonstrate that I have anything at all to do with it.
But you know, so me realize something else now. You know what this tell me?
This is Jamaica.
No, and not only that, you know. Remember one time one lawyer they talk about you. Say it is not a matter of guilt or so. It is you. You have to prove. Prove it that I am guilty. No, me not understand that something, you know. So it is really like two people who are play one game. The prosecution and the defense.
So if a stronger points are win?
Yeah, because it is really about a debate. And the man outmaneuver you and say, no, what you need to do is prove you say the fee man, you know, saying there. Because for all we know that set them up.
Okay.
Because them don't know nothing about it.
And guess what? It's when you have money, anything can be bought on this island. If you have money, anything can be bought. Moving on. Me not even want get too much in a this one because me not have the kind of money to buy anything. But as what was it again? Kmart, was it? Says that the Adan has been shot. Termite has been taken out by the police in Spanish Town. I go talk about the gangster doctor. Dr. Paul Orlando Robinson, who is facing charges now for being a member of the Tesha Miller led faction of the Klansman gang. So 65-year-old Dr. Paul Orlando Robinson, who operates in the Young Street area of Spanish Town, St. Catherine, was arrested by the police on reasonable suspicion of breaching the anti-gang legislation. So the police said after doing investigations, Dr. Robinson was ID'd on Wednesday by 2 witnesses. And they said that charges will be laid. Charges were supposed to be laid on Wednesday or yesterday. We have not heard anything more about it. Because as we know that Tesha Miller and about 20 of his alleged cronies are now before the court, facing several charges including breaching the anti-gang legislation. Now guys, Tesha Miller is already serving 38 years at hard labor. Again, that word hard labor. For engineering the 2008 murder of the former chairman of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, Douglas Chambers. And he was charged along with Blackman, and Blackman was set free, but now he's also spending time 39 and a half years in prison. Now, Dr. Robinson, seem as if he's a doctor. Seem as if he's a doctor who treat the members of the Klansman gang whenever they're injured or shot. Now, my question though is, was he doing it willingly, or was he under duress? Because now this is something that the prosecution will have to go prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. Was he doing it willingly, or was he doing it under duress? Was this man in fear of his life and the life of his family if him don't treat them people here? Because remember, he was in Spanish Town and Young Street. He's surrounded by the gangsters. Now that is an important question for the prosecution to answer.
Okay.
Very important question. Now if he has Peter Champagne as his lawyer, I figure that is one of the questions that he's certainly going to put out there. What happened here? Because I don't know. None of us really know apart from them. Was Dr. Robinson under duress? Or was Dr. Robinson doing this willingly? He just doing things because of course I'm a doctor. Because remember, as a doctor, if somebody gets shot, you cannot treat the person. Even if you treat the person, you have to report it to the police immediately. The police has to come there. So normally when people get shot, they have to go to the hospital. Because it is the hospital that deals with that because the police has to be involved. Now, what did Dr. Robinson do for these men? Because he was ID'd by 2 witnesses. But I always ask this other question too, For a while now, I realized that the Klansman gang, first it was the black man faction, and now the Tetra Miller faction that is facing criminal charges. What to the one other than? They not also come out of Spanish Town? Why is it that we have not heard anything about them? Why have we not heard anything about them? And I keep on hearing about the Klansman faction facing charges. Why is the one other done faction not facing charges? And they also criminals? And they also responsible for some of the terrible things that are happening in Spanish Town? What is happening?
No.
That is a question that Fitzbailey need to answer. Gang, regardless of which political party you're affiliated with. Tell us that is not a defense. And I'm just asking a question, I'm asking the question because if the man was under duress and his family's life was in danger, or he was in danger, would you treat, if you're the doctor and your life is in danger, your family's life is in danger, would you treat them? That is a question I'm asking, guys. What would you do? Because we know, so listen, Spanish Town is not a normal place. We know that. Yes, it is the onus is on the doctor to make a report to the police. The money, yes, but then again, can we really trust the police? Who can we trust to report it to? Because the man's practices in Spanish Town. I remember, then gang up spread far and wide. Not making an excuse for him, Not making an excuse for him, because as a doctor, you have certain responsibilities. There are certain things that are required of you in society that you are supposed to do. But I'm just asking, I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. How is the prosecution going to try this one? Because remember, we just talk about the drugs found in the vehicle that walk in there by itself. This doctor now that they say is treating people because of whatever reason. And whatever ailments he was treating them for, we don't know. But of course, he's the doctor that everybody goes to whenever anything happens that are a part of this gang. Now, this doctor, 65 years old, found guilty, would have lost his life because in life is of no use to him anymore. Lost his license, lost everything, every single thing that he has worked for will be of no use to him anymore.
But if then threaten him, Alright, remember say then they have soldier. When they did their power with black man then. And there's a possibility if them alright, we think if them come to him, feel him look after gunshot wound and whatever, and them will make him know say let's deal with the thing and keep it on a hush hush. Cause right now we have links down a station and all about, you know, say if you go down they go talk, you're dead, you know.
Cause remember so Mama did not tell people that, you know.
Right.
Say she have links, so they don't say anything.
So if for
black man
instance
do.
him do that now, what do you think that man there go do? If they look upon him and make you know, say, yo brother, we know where you live. And all we have to go to come down a yard and deal with the thing. What him would do?
We know school the pitting and go.
What him would do?
That's what I'm saying. So what happens now?
So it is easy for people say report. But when you report, you know, and know say when you report you not even go as farther than a person when you tell and then just make a call. And a problem. I don't say that happening, but
We just have to wait on this one to unravel and unfold. That's all we have to do presently because he still has not been charged. So because I am like, so them announce him name and charges have not yet been laid.
yeah, sure.
Because normally they don't normally release names until charges are have been made. And Fitzbilly has said that he was going to be charged on Wednesday or he was going to be charged on Thursday. He has not yet been charged. Today is Friday. So the next thing you know is that you go here now say them have to throw him out because they take too long to charge. They take too long to charge him. Okay. We have been around the block, so we have heard a number of these stories. So we don't know exactly where this one is heading as yet. But presently, Dr. Robinson is allegedly the ngsterDoc, but he has not yet been charged. He has been arrested, ID'd, but he has not yet been charged. And there are a whole lot of questions in regard to this, because we don't know what happened here. But if he was not under duress and he did all of this willingly, then they should throw the book at him. It is as simple as that. Throw the book at him. Wayne says as a doctor and practicing he has a duty to treat the sick and injured. They say, yes, Wayne. But there are laws. And one of the law that govern treating sick and injured is that even if he's treating sick and injured and there are certain kind of like gunshot wounds and stab wounds and stuff that comes in, then the police is supposed to be called. So yes, him treating the sick and injured, but he also needs to follow the law. Joshua says the man act. Good night, Joshua, my darling. The man active from Bulby days. The man is 65. He has been around the block. He has been here. He has been there for a while. And as somebody said, you know, some people are going to know because of the Dasher Belly doctor. So this man seems as if a man and him breaking a lot of laws because Dasher Belly, can't use the other word, people, is against the law. So I don't know what Dr. Paul Robinson up to. But I don't know if his luck has run out eventually. And he's now about to face the Piper for years of service and the things that he has done. But we're going to watch this one as it unfolds. Because as I said, he has not yet been charged. Claudius says, good night, Claudius. I wonder why Vibes Cartel never use champagne. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, then call some line of interest if they come to case side, I know. So I don't know. I'm not saying that he did. Yeah, that's Lowy. And Champagne look like he's a man will love win. Because I've seen some cases that he has won and I'm like, whoa, this man is a miracle worker. He's a doctor of all seasons. He's a miracle worker. Janet says he's a Dr. D man. Boy, I don't know. But we're going to watching this one, guys, and as soon as the information is updated, then of course I'll keep you up to date. And so finally, the last thing that we're going to be looking at tonight is the DPP's tenure. Because I don't know if you have heard today, but the Constitutional Court has ruled that the second extension of the Director of Public Prosecution Paula Llewellyn's tenure in office is unconstitutional. Now remember recently that they had changed the age of retirement because the DPP was supposed to have retired. But the government had amended the constitution, controversially amended the constitution last year to increase the age at which the DPP should proceed on retirement from 60 to 65. And these type of things always make me very uncomfortable. You know why? You have a whole heap of other people who are contributing, strong people, doing that, still can do a good job, and when they reach 60, they have to retire. They have to retire. So, the DPP and others, just like the politicians that were in the parliament, the dinosaurs them, who are still there in the 70s and in the 80s, as if retirement don't go for them. Why? But everybody else, retirement goes for them. And I always ask the question, why? Why is it that it is okay for these people to work until they lose their whole sense, until they don't need that? But everybody else, now when they reach 60, that's it. Go ahead, go sit down. You still have a whole lot to contribute, but you're told that you must go ahead, go sit down. Now, the People's National Party were not in agreement with the extension. Because remember, this is our second extension. Because she had gotten a previous 3-year extension in 2020. That was when she turned 60. That was when she turned 60 in 2020. So they got an extension. And then decided they're going to extend it again. Why? Is there nobody else in the DPP's office that is capable? That is qualified? That has experience to take on this role? Why is it that you're going to hold somebody back to keep somebody who has played their part, played their role, contributed, and it's time for somebody else now for them to leave, for somebody else now to be promoted? Why is it that these politicians, because they have moved both sides of the fence, want to hold on to these people forever, especially if these people are in their corner? Why? No, I don't have anything against Miss Llewellyn. I don't have anything against Miss Llewellyn. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. And it's as simple as that. So, in the lawsuit filed in the Supreme Court, the claimants, Member of Parliament Philip Paulwell and Senator Peter Bunting, sought a declaration that Llewellyn should not have been allowed to remain in office beyond September 2023 when the 2020 extension ended. Right? So they're saying that, listen, alright, I'm going to give her 3 years. Good enough. Why do you still need to prolong the appointment when this lady should be home now, just like everybody else when they turn 60? Because now, should have gone over 60. I have to go and go play with their grandchildren if they have none, or go play with their dog if they don't have no grandpitney, and go plant them, fix up their garden, and stuff like that. Why is it that it is okay for her to still be performing and operating in the role of the DPP? Why? Why is the government holding on to Paula Llewellyn? Why? What's the reason? There are other persons that are qualified that are there. There are persons that have been there understudying her for years that now needs to be promoted for them to get their shot at it. You understand me? No, they're holding on to her, and as she always say about Brad, them holding on to her. But the Constitutional Court has now come out to say that, listen, what the government has done is unconstitutional. Right? King's Counsel Michael Hilton, who was representative for the claimants, are saying that they are pleased with the ruling. He says the case is not about Miss Llewellyn. It's not about how she did her duties. It's not really even really about the extension. The case is about the rule of law, about establishing a principle that the same law applies to everybody, and that the Constitution needs to be respected. Everybody. It applies to everybody. So if I am working, and regardless of how good of a job I'm doing, and when I get to 60, them say, listen, a time for you go and go rest. Go and go plant up a flowers garden. Go and go start one charity. Go and go play the grandkids. Go and go take cruise. Go and go travel. Because you're at that age. But no matter how strong me look and how much I'm doing, I have to go.
Alright, you remember say sitting there they retire when in Trang and people did that wonder. PJ.
You have to go.
The PJ retire Trang, you know? So I want to know what in a parlor head or where she feels that she contribute different from everybody else. That she's fighting tooth and nail for stay in this year. I mean, know him get good pension. Me know he have enough money put on. So what else you want? And if you know say other DPP them before her leave the right way, she does feel like say.
I think who was it before? Was it Pantry?
Mm-hmm.
And he stepped down and she was promoted to the post.
Mm-hmm. And everybody else understudy and have to go. You know much somebody actually going to retirement.
And not only retirement, they come out to the prosecutor's office.
Jesus, man. And then you wonder that something I don't understand with Paula. And me know why if she should have hear when I say, yeah, I call me first name basis like many my friend. But me tell them I don't understand with Paula, I not like. If you know say me there in our office when me sit down there, see?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody on the island, you know, the voice where we are here most, I say, you need to go because right now your time come. It's not like we are say, boy, we have a problem with you. Because let's be fair, you know, she do some good job in a lot of places. I've seen some cases.
Yes, she has.
When me feel good and me say, boy, we can't give Paula no bad name. But you hear me I say Paula.
And we have seen some.
Well, she really mess it up.
Yes.
And even though she might say other people who work on the case and then present it to her, are still you because of you take a presentation. Now, the problem with this now is that say, if me in a Paula position, I shame and say, boy, me can't. So, more have to know now, in all good conscience, you really can sit down in front of people and know say, everybody where you're looking at them face right now don't want you to be here. But you stay in that work. You don't feel no way, not even one little tinge away if you don't say you feel cute about if you say, why, John still, you know, the people them don't want me, you know. Because, you know what, no care how good a job you are do, I guarantee you people are going to come and do better.
No, but the thing is that, you know how you know that you're a real leader and you're a real boss? If somebody was understudying you and then came after you and did some great stuff and did some great job, you, the teacher, can be proud.
Yeah, because most time the student beat the teacher. You know?
Yeah. So I don't know why they're holding on. I don't know why the government is holding on to her.
Yes,
I don't know why the government is holding on to her. Yes.
And we want to know, if the government is holding on to her, I have a problem when politicians are fighting for people who don't have nothing to do with them, because as the public prosecutor,
Judicial is supposed to be separated. Yeah, supposed to be separated.
So, me don't know how you know would actually want to go court now, like say, a DPP, a GG. More somebody explain that something to me, because maybe my day I may talk out a turn and understand the Westminster system and how they set for them sitting. Because I can't understand how you go outrightly come now and you are going to go fight to keep somebody in there. Where remember saying no? This is the same person where if one of them your man get in a trouble, she same one will be one that prosecute them, you know. So I want to know now why you feel say you figure fight to keep her in a power. Oh, this make sense and all this would make anybody in any country comfortable. In any democracy, this don't make sense. And if you know you blatantly do it, like you have scant regard for the populace. Like you said, if you know one bex on a bex, but we make know a she we want tonight. Why?
The thing is that, you know, is the thing is that if the law had applied to other people, where people are doing a good job and they extend their years, in terms of them working beyond the retirement of 60, it's not a problem. But when you choose somebody and select somebody and say this person can do it, but everybody else, regardless of the role that you're playing and the impact that you're having, you need to go home. It can't be fair. Alam Geofork says, so those are the politicians over 60 should retire also. Why not? Why is it that everybody else has to retire at 60? Why is it that the law goes to the regular man but not the politician?
Alright. I could get something clear here, so. People need to understand this, you know. You see, in terms of time and time where people spend in any position, me understand, say, yes, you have some people who are 70 who still have something to contribute. But where in all of this we're going to end up with that transition where people now can actually know. Because remember saying, no, if you are going to keep a man and a man can stay in this year till them are 70 or 80, you know, if when him are 50, somebody else come in at 30, I hang for the work and I understudy him and I watch him, you see? When him are 70, that person there would be what, 50?
Whatever. I was taking the maths.
So, here we end up happening now. If you do something like that, by the time you are retired, a person is so tired too. That he more retired too, you know. Because, alright, you can look into it now. It's like when you look at England now, Queen Elizabeth will on pan a crowd. And when Queen Elizabeth passed, go give King Charles. He's afraid to get a crown and take sick, you know.
Like, seriously.
Because you know, by the time him get the crown, you know, him get the crown in a retirement, you know. So when you look now, them man who in a parliament who have one different kind of law, and people don't look on you and understand, say, the man them want to write a law give way. And the man them want this dictate so sitting and push it down with short. The man them want to say, alright, you know what happened? Retirement age at 60. But not for us. Because we make different. So we are going to stay in this until when we get bored.
Mike Henry has not been in the house in how long? Because he's the oldest politician right now.
And here we know, even though Mike Henry is so old, you have one other set of them when they right back in my hole too, you know. Even though my oldest one, but don't bother feel to say some of them they're far from him, you know.
They're not.
And we can call at least 15 of them names, you know.
No, they're not.
When they're young, you know, and then hear thing about, you know. People are saying, no, allow them have enough to contribute, they not contribute nothing. Because here where I think enough people don't look on right now. Let me show you something. You see, same permanent secretary them in a whole ministry them we pass through much transitional government over the years and them do whole work and them crunching numbers and them do everything go. Not them man where you see take up his thing and come in a parliament and I read and I look around like them bright. Ask them after them don't know. Me not ask you. Just watch them when them are read the same.
And
when
those
I tell
people,
me Peter Phillips was something with some numbers and me tell you say God Almighty, when Peter Phillips done and he watch back he rerun that tape, he making you sick. You sick him too, you know? No, here I know. You all of them man I say I go on but them are minister of finance. Let me show you how you know. Most of them.
Some of them have a clue, because Nigel Clark has a clue.
Yeah man, Nigel a bright boy. And it goes without saying with
yes,
him. But what I say is that say most of them where you see there. You see? When them did it and then say they have something to contribute, anybody at all can get a post. Anyone away. All them will do a engine where they run a back when nobody don't see. Pass it on gear and you're gonna read it.
And hold on, and the engine at the back retires at 60.
Yeah.
Leaves at 60. But then they're still there in the 70s and 80s. Why?
Where they're in there though.
And the thing is that they're so set in them always that they don't even have new ideas. They have no ideas.
They have no idea about nothing because some of them...
And when the young people then come and give them ideas, then make sure that no, that's not going to work. Then brush it aside.
Remember, say, alright, Mike Henry. And we're going to call him name being the oldest one. Mike Henry there, down here so right now. Down at Clarendon. You see? For how long? And every time you hear Mike Henry talk, Mike Henry says...
Vernon Field.
We want to fix Vernon Field. We want to get
and the trains.
The aerodrome. We want to fix the train. And you know that guys, we had also fix the park in front of Maple Hospital. Plant up some flowers and make it nice and pretty. And we're going to paint the sidewalks. And we're going to fix Vernon Field. And then until 100 more sitting, and then more fix Vernon Field again. To make it a nice little hub. The hub for what? Hub for what?
I have heard people from Clarendon. I have friends in Clarendon. And they have said, listen, that man has been around before I was born. And he has not made an impact. He has not made an impact. It's as simple as that. And he is out now.
Alright, but
and still has not made an impact.
Yeah, me show you some of the consequences of having Paula Llewellyn there. So. Number one, Ian Boyne did have profile. He never have nobody understood him. But Archie no feel nowhere. But I know I see him without him.
It's not the same.
Right? You have had a man where they do Ilangoli ride, the blind man. You see? And when that man come and him say, how you doing, Miss Macy? Everything alright? What did you do yesterday? And he was so engaging.
It was engaging,
yeah,
yes.
Man, and nice. No, somebody else come. I don't know when last me watch it. They had West Indies cricket. They have Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, and the whole of them were overstayed in time. There wasn't a transition for understudy and give you them a chance for volley bat and volleyball. Because they might depend, they must say, put the ball in a Courtney hand, put the ball in a Curtly hand. When they couldn't do it no more, a cricket cripple. We don't have nobody else to play because you them never get a chance to shine. And all them are nowadays when you learn to do is lose and they do it very well. They not no pride, they not play for pride again. And I see same thing with everything. Now, if them a man are all and left, if Paula down did there and a hold it tooth and nail and when he hand them tired him bite it with him gap teeth and hold on pan it and he fight and he fight and he fight. You tell me, say, Paula, you go sit down on that chair there so till the day come in and with diapers. God, man, go spend some of my money now. Go beach, no kick sand, laugh. Do something else, man. Your life can't just be this. This is what defines you. You mean say you're not going to find one place go learn to play a Ludo, go play a draft. Sit down at some place with some old-time friend and the people watching, chat people, laugh and chat, king your teeth. Have other things for your mind that them are something you will stress where people are find fault at you. You just there some place where you can play the grand picnic. And if you're not the grand picnic, adapt to. You can afford it.
Yeah, but no.
Adapt to picnic.
But now with that ruling, right? The Michael Hilton, KC rather, because it's KC now, I said that she had to step down. But the Attorney General has come out to say, no, it's nothing like that. Because for one, they're going to appeal the ruling by the Constitutional Court. So they're insistent on her staying there. Why?
But we want to find out though, if them say she not figure step down because we're going to appeal it, am I to understand that if somebody find you guilty or something, and when I say she guilty, what I'm just saying, is it the same like you can appeal something and then the person now going yard pending the appeal? Like whatever the appeal said. So you go home and then when the appeal, how it go?
I don't think so because alright, let us even go to Vibes Cartel case. It was been appealed but it was still in custody. The appeal never get him out of custody. So it's the same thing, the appeal now keep her in a chair.
No, but the appeal should have been, no, but remember, say it can't be, because if you flip it around, if them already say, if you come out of a chair, and them appeal for stay in that chair, you have to come out of a chair
but the Attorney General is saying that the interpretation that Michael Hilton has is not the same interpretation that they have.
No, but the ruling. It can't be because, well, I know, if them find, if them say I saw it go, and it is depending on the appeal, you see? You have to, if the ruling is that say if you get up out of a chair and they say no man I'm gonna appeal if you're standing in a chair.
Alright, so okay, so hold on. Listen, this is what the Attorney General's chambers is saying. Because it is saying that it does not agree with the interpretation from Michael Hilton. It is saying the claimants have interpreted the orders of the court as having the effect of removing the incumbent DPP from office. And the Attorney General's chambers is saying no order has been issued to that effect. So she's still going to be in the chair. He says the court has confirmed that by Section 2(1) of the Amending Act, the age of retirement has been increased from 60 to 65. Further, by striking down Section 2(2), the court has removed the DPP's option of electing to retire before 65. The DPP attained the age of 63 in September 2023 and has made no election to retire. So they're saying that it's two different. They're interpreting different from Michael Hilton.
Yeah, but all right. The law
because the court did not come out and say that she should demit office. They're saying that the act of increasing the age and giving her more years inside there was unconstitutional, but they did not say that she should be removed from the office.
But yeah, before we go no further upon this, Paula, me not have a problem with you, you know. I don't have a problem with you. What I have a problem with is the principle behind this and what this says for anything to come, because everything in law is based off reference. And then we tell you, say, if you did do it for Paula, you have to do it for me. Remember, say, man, then do it on a style, you know, and then extend a attorney general. Did the attorney general? Oh, not the attorney. No, man. The man from the auditor general. Remember, they had extended her, changed her retirement age to same time with Farron the first time, you know, because they didn't want to look like a she.
Right.
Because then they do it on that style.
That's Pamela Monroe Ellis.
Yes. So they do it on that style to make it look like something straight across the board. So they just join a random person and do it. And I said, no, they necessarily do it for she too. And the woman I say, yeah, tell me the answer this.
The thing is, if they see value in people over 60, so change the constitution for everybody.
No, but
if they see value in people over the age of 60, that they are still be able to contribute in a great way, in a massive way towards the country, change it for everybody.
Yeah, but what may I
change
say?
the law.
No. People have to understand what next something. You see that something here with age, there's a reason why they set it so, you know, I feel transition. You see, when Paula reach certain age, Paula can act in the same capacity. Paula have to move over to consultancy part, because we need to see a new face where people now start to know that this a person you ride that thing, because by the time that person you reach a age, a time for you ride into the sunset.
Yeah, but
because you know, nothing wrong if you're dead the same way, you know, because guess what? You have to understand, say, you have to have a transition. Can you imagine somebody go there now and sitting till them are 80? You see? 80, you know?
No, Richie, listen, that's what I'm saying. I am saying that if they still see value in people at the age of 65, change the law. So everybody know that, listen, you hold a post there, you did it till you're 65. So the other person will come replace you is going to be there until you're 65. You understand me? Change it for everybody.
So, alright.
Don't cherry pick.
I answer this now. Alright, hold on. You remember about 6 or 7 months ago, there was a news where the DPP was saying that they are not getting enough lawyers and good lawyers to serve in the prosecution's office. You see? And they must say them want some people. You know what it is like to sit in that place and watch Paula in a nest. You see? The highest echelons of the office. And know, say, listen, nobody watch the clock because you're going to retire left her. You're going to retire leave her.
No, but if you're going to retire leave Paula at 65, it means that you couldn't have gotten the post. You were still also too old for the post. No, so if you and her were there together in the same age group, it means that they picked they chose a better person.
Paula 50. Me a 40. Paula turned 60. Me can't even get one for squeeze. And Paula get it at 50. You see? When Paula get it at 50 now, me is the next best thing, you know. But when you look now, they extend Paula one and then reach one.
Yeah, but I'm still saying though, I'm not just talking about extending it for her. I'm saying if politicians are seeing value in people, that people can still contribute to the age of 65, change the law for everybody. So if I am second in command, and let's just say she's 10 years older than me, it's a possibility that when she goes at 65, me still have one next good 10 years where I can be able to spend 10 years, because I'll also be living there at 65. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the problem with that, by the time you did they wait upon that, then they extend Paula one another 5 years.
No,
And
but
you
it cannot be
tired to come
extended.
out.
That's what. But it cannot be extended. So if they put it at 65 for everybody, that's
Oh,
it.
you mean, oh, me just get what you said. But you're me, I
It
say.
cannot be extended.
You're me.
So
Well,
when
no,
the
well,
clock,
no.
when the clock reads 65, you clock out.
All right.
Say, all right. It was good to be here.
All right, at 65. But my problem with this is that it will like politician them. That is one of the main reasons why country now growing up. And me also say my country, and we agree say Joe Biden, you know, kinda
Slow.
older than
Slow. Get slow.
almost everybody in Jamaica. Me feel say Joe Biden older than at least 95% of older upon the island. Look how we young and explosive. Right? But what me I look at now is we can't get no new ideas because then me a politician where we have here, you know, contrary to what I think, you know, you didn't know so that enough of them think they tech savvy because then they on Facebook where people talk up on and then not to mention if you see if they ever go up on TikTok they feel like so they know everything about technology and they want to explain it to you. They want to explain it to you. So we have to look on right now.
Right. So
They not have a fresh idea in their head. You know?
you remember that was one of the reasons why Andrew Holness won. You know why? You remember? Because of his age.
Yeah, because they say young and vibrant.
Right, coming with fresh ideas. That was one of the reasons. Coming with fresh ideas. So people want young minds, fresh minds. People are coming with new ideas. I know keep on, as you say, with Mike and you as a talk about Vernon Field. Others are talk about the trade. And
Right,
I don't know how you're going to put trade, what kind of
without
real. The track then thief one of them and sell them to scrap metal.
Scrap metal, them are gone already. Gone
So,
already.
The train is running from Old Darker.
Nobody
From
will
Old
not crying,
Darker.
but hear me now. The train now gonna run again here. If you're out there, you listen, and if somebody send a link to you, Mike, the train now gonna run again.
Of course the train I run. It run from Old Darker to
I
where?
must say one tight train.
No man, you have a train I run with carry pin in them.
Yeah man, that kind of train.
But it does do a very short route.
So Mike and Mike, get this in your head. Vernon Field will not be a hub for nothing. Get that in your head. You understand me? And if you want, if you hurt or so you go, make me hurt your feelings. You not go run, Mike. Hush.
So Delos said it is deemed unconstitutional, then she has to demit office if there's no appeal. Right. So that's what I was saying, that they are going to appeal. They said that they're going to appeal. And as the AG Chambers said, they are not interpreting the ruling like how the members of the opposition with their lawyer is interpreting the ruling. So everybody have their own interpretation. Because they're saying that even though they said it's unconstitutional, the court did not rule that she was supposed to demit office. But they're appealing. So she's going to be there. And when this appeal are done, you know done on read 65. Knowing how the court system is.
Pedestrian at best.
You understand me? So I am saying, and I go back to the question to ask, why is it that the government is holding on to Paula Llewellyn when there are other people that are qualified with certain amount of experience that are understudying her, sitting there waiting to get the mantle and can't? Why? What is so great about her? Because even with the Vibes Cartel case that she blundered recently,
Butchered.
she messed up the Vibes Cartel case. When you go to the appeal court and you hear, right? That is a really black mark on her.
You know which part would I love for them? In a fair office where all of them there and you're in the entire chatting.
Remember there was one of them, oh my word, I don't remember her name, but there's an assistant there that she not detect, you know. Then they have a serious beef going.
Remember?
I just can't remember that lady's name now, but they had a serious beef going on some time ago. But apart from the opposition that filed the suit against the extension, you remember there was also a murder convict, double murder convict, who had also taken her to court for in regards to the extension. So February 13, 2023, what name again? Mervyn Cameron had filed a suit in the Supreme Court seeking an order to bar the government from extending the appointment of the Director of Public Prosecutions for a second time. So the double murder convict, had also taken her to court. And Hugh Wildman was the lawyer that was on that case. Because he says in his affidavit, he said that in the course of inquiring if a purported second extension was gazetted, he discovered that Llewellyn's first extension to remain in office as DPP beyond the age of 60 was not gazetted. So he's seeking a declaration that in the absence of a gazetted appointment for Llewellyn to remain in office, it renders her office vacant. He is also seeking a declaration that the purported extension is illegal, null and void and of no effect. So Hal convict Akira got court about it. And she's still holding on, and I don't know why. I would love to interview her to ask her why. That's all I want to ask her. Why?
You know,
why are you holding on?
You know, I look on her right, that's and I look in her eyes, and I know why.
Some people are saying that she's holding on because she still needs to sing Vibes Cartel. That is what. Well, I know that is what. That is the thought that is on the street right now, because people who are in Vibes Cartel's corner is celebrating that she's not going to be there, but little did they know that she's still going to be there, because they are appealing the ruling. So she's going to be there for a while, still. And I'm saying, why, with so many persons there, why is it that they're holding on to her? What is the significance of her sitting in this chair that she's sitting in? That is my question that I would really love to get an answer to. Why is she still sitting in that chair? And they just keep on extending, because first they extended it for 2 years, and then they extended it again. Why? What is so special about Miss Paula Llewellyn that the regular folk are not aware of? That is my question. And I don't know if anybody that is on the live can answer that question for me. But I would love an answer. I would love to get an answer to that question. There's something special about her, why they're holding on to her. And I would not say that every case that goes before the court she wins, because she hasn't. So why?
She lose more than what she win. And let me tell you why. Because some of my sentences in my hand down by the time she done. You see?
Mm-hmm.
It's that easy. It's better than they just lose.
Well, I remember when she was getting her first extension, the Honorable Prime Minister at that time said that she performed well over 12 years in office. That was what he said when she was granted the 3-year extension in July 2020. But at that time, opposition leader Peter Phillips had objected to the extension. So at that time, the opposition had also objected to the first extension. So, and again, the opposition is opposing the second extension. So, is it a political thing? Leaves me to wonder. Garfield said probably she is WikiLeaks.
Possible.
I think her name is Kathy Ann Pike. I am wondering, is it that this thing is political? I have to wonder. It leaves me to wonder. Because our first extension was objected by the opposition leader at the time, Peter Phillips. And our second extension is being opposed by Mark Golding and the members of the People's National Party. Is this political? Is she some way, shape or form affiliated to a particular party? Why she's been held on to as if she's the oxygen for the government?
Engineer running.
No, she's oxygen.
Because the thing about it with them, you know, is that they more always have an excuse and a reason why. And as of course I know, the man really allow this mic always sound like I'm talking truth. And at the end of the day, no matter how we want to run off with mouth around here, so and them always have a low this mic.
Mm-hmm. No, but we run off a mouth without a mic. And them alone have mic.
Yeah. And the problem with this, you know, people, is that, say, as usual, history has been too kind
to politicians.
And at the same time, what people don't understand, you know, it is never ever the rule to get for right the laws. Not the laws, but right history. But the ruler. So them glorify themselves and them big up themselves and they name street after themselves.
And they name school after themselves.
Right. And at the same time, if you look on it now, what is it they have for proud of? You see, anyhow then they really deal with them like how them deal with the country, they would not behave better.
I remember Warmington who came out and some of them not even tell it them name not forgot on. That was one of the things that I have ever agreed with him. Maybe when I first time, only time I ever really agreed with Warmington. Warmington said, listen man, not even Pete Tyler, some of them politicians the name and not forgot on. But that is not the case. Everything you look, you see this the name change to that and the name they change to that. And everybody they're behaving as if they're my savior. And them have all the ideas. And we the populace, we are idiots. We don't have no sense. But I still go back to ask, why is the government holding on to Paula Llewellyn? Miss Llewellyn, why them holding on to you? That is the question that I'm going to leave in the mind of the listeners tonight. Why is the government holding on to her? That the first extension, the opposition was not in agreement. Alright, and she got that extension. Second extension, again, people are not in agreement. Because it's not just the politicians alone that are not in agreement. You know? People in our office are not in agreement. People across Jamaica, across the diaspora are not in agreement. But what can we do? And that is the sad thing. Because even if we go to demonstrate, because that's the only thing we normally can do, it doesn't change. The only time it change is when you start to say some things and then Andrew Holness get a wind of it because him don't like to be criticized. Him don't like to be criticized.
Only politician act on certain things.
Yes, him don't like to be criticized. He's a man who does not like to be criticized. But I don't know why they're holding on to her, that them fighting this tooth and nail to extend her to 65 years when there are other qualified people who have experience, who have grit, who have run the race, and they are there waiting and they cannot be promoted because I'm holding on to Paula Llewellyn. But I don't think we'll ever find the answer to that question. Okay guys, so yes, Kirk. I am now Miss Jones Johnson. Please to put the title to my name. I am Mrs. Jones Johnson. I am now the wife of Kirk Unknown. But what her name? So I don't even know my husband. But I am now Mrs. Jones Johnson, guys. For those persons who didn't realize, let me just inform you. Yes, the lost Jones, Miss Jones, me know Kirk married me. So Richie, there goes the opportunity, Papa. Here goes the opportunity.
I mean, Anthony and our friends don't want kind of oxygen in there, so you know, but I will do with me.
You better go up all alone and get some because you seem as if she have a whole lot of oxygen.
Okay, you're dead in our friends zone. Me no right.
So Garfield is asking Richie if you don't comedy. You don't comedy, Richie?
I wonder why Garfield would die.
How much different voices you can do, Richie?
You do?
How much different voices you can do?
What you talk about?
You know exactly what I talk about. How much different voices you can do?
I don't
know. You still can talk like Adams?
So, would a serious thing with it, I say?
Yeah, we're done with the serious thing. We're about to close off.
No, leave that alone.
You can't talk like Adams again?
Oh, Jesus.
You just get boring, so.
I'm not business where you want, so then once get boring and you want friends with me. You're good enough?
Yeah, but in the system, I'm married to Kirk.
You're not a businessman. Promise me sit and I'm do anything for you. Anything you want me to do.
Come and whisper in your ears. Come and whisper in your ears, but can't talk about nobody here. Come and whisper in your ears. If you whisper in my ears, and then you do it. What you say? Give people have something to laugh about tonight before we leave, because I tell you this has been.
I won't say anything more.
This has been a rather, oh Lord, hard. Some really hard ones to deal with tonight. Still feeling so hurt for that young boy's mother. Because it hurts. Yeah. It hurts.
But I like you don't know if you contact her. Anybody out there know that lady there? Me want to talk to her.
It hurts.
Jesus, man.
It hurts. And I feel her pain.
You know we're rough panto. You remember that woman there from Olaba? Where she leave her daughter there foreign and me don't know if I'm boyfriend or husband him know.
Oh.
But they also go Olaba and kill her because she said she had left him.
You know, I don't think they've caught him yet. I was looking at some stuff and people are saying that he has relatives in Florida. I don't know if there's any truth behind that. So they're wondering if that's where he is. But I am not. Oh God, what is that young lady name again? Do you see the young lady that we're talking about?
Oh,
oh boy. They do so much news sometimes that sometimes my head just going on loop. Sometimes I remember some names because every day you get up and you keep on reading this and reading that.
Where Doc get Delos?
Yeah, where Doc get? Where people always where Doc get? Me always ask a question. Where Doc get?
Must be like where Peking Doc get.
What, roast?
Then roast him. Me don't know where Delos are where Doc get.
I always ask that question.
Remember small, me understand. Please tell me where Doc gets sir.
I've heard that saying from I was small. And I've always asked. And I've never gotten an answer to that question. You get what the Doc get. Is it that we just use it because we as your old people are using we know say Doc get something bad?
Alright, it Doc get something with rhyme with Doc.
I'm seriously, so it's Mrs. Johnson. Not Miss.
Get Chuck. Book.
Was there something rhyme with Doc?
Yeah man.
Don't say right there.
No, which word? It Doc get
F.
I wonder what that means.
You don't get fight.
Oh, F. You mean like you know do no school work?
Oh my God.
That mean chicken get A. I don't know F. F U that.
Alright. That is what I don't get.
Right, you know?
Okay. I've always heard
all
that.
What this mean?
Guys, it's a pleasure again talking to you all. Remember to like the video. You know, when we get to use this avenue to communicate and talk to each other, it makes the day and the weekend so much easier to manage. Because sometimes when others give me some joke and something for us, take the tension off and just make me stop thinking about certain news items and me read and take off the stress and stuff. So again, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully we'll meet again on Monday night. Hopefully. Let us see how that one works out. Because from the other day I'm trying to rest my throat a little bit. So Richie, you get where the Doc get and the Doc get.
Me now have more to say though, because sometimes when you send some sitting there to me and show me some comment to some people, cuss me off and say, that same whole one, the Richie around our back or whatever I name, him all idiot. No I hear nothing from him. Plug out the mic. Me see I like comment them. But you know what we're gonna do? People, you know what we're gonna start do now? You know what we're gonna start do? We're gonna look around with somebody comment here. And trash them about for the weekend to during the live, So my funniest comment, because I've seen some comments when me did their scan through and they make me laugh, There are some people where you can't always count on them.
Yeah.
But they just always say something. And when mother love visit too, you see some of my people them who come up with some real constructive suggestions and comments. So my time, when the time come, you hear them say much.
Yeah.
Because when you send it to me, I say, say this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that makes sense. Because one person will make more sense most time, we see Delos will say some things too.
Mm-hmm.
And many others where somebody name them, I can't remember. And you have to say, that person you know what go on.
Yeah, man, you have a whole lot of people like that.
Whole heap of them.
A whole heap of people who make sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, a whole heap of people. A whole heap of people make sense. I haven't seen Brittany. Brittany, I not see her for a night. I not see her for the other day. Is everything okay, my darling? Reach out to me on WhatsApp now, because I haven't seen him. I am concerned. Okay, guys, if I have not recognized you by name, you just have some people that makes an impact, and you're concerned when you don't hear from them. Good night, Tracy and my darling. Have a awesome weekend. The Doc get. I don't get.
You said that when business are content, you said don't get muscle and target and plug.
Thumbs up.
And target and sitting. Alright, Garfield.
Okay, my darling Garfield, have yourself a wonderful weekend. Alright, Richie, so guess what now? Get your key?
Hmm?
Get your key.
Get keyboard. By the way, me do want to talk to you about something. Cut that quick, no man.
Yeah,
Want to talk to you about
I'm
something.
not interested.
Me
Good
not-
night, Maxine, my darling. Good night, guys.
Me
Again,
not
it's been a
cut that.
pleasure. No, me no want ear.
Me just like how that look doing.
Yeah, me no.
I like
Careful.
that. Just turn off it sit no man. Me have someone who I said to you, you know. The whole day me I said to you, me message you about 3 times from man. You don't turn off that, me message you 3
Good
times from
night,
man, you know,
Case Legend. When I realize someone want to come off of this and this man, listen.
Just cut off.
Just get a key now, brother. Just get a
Me
key.
can't move it.
Remember, guys, to like the video before you go. Good night, Delos. Good night, my sweetheart. Guys, have yourselves a wonderful week, and remember to check out the news tomorrow. Hopefully, we might have. Oh, and in the news tonight, there's a young man who does When do I again?
Pencil art.
Pencil art,
Try to
yes.
put no man on.
And he does some wonderful work. I'm just asking you, please, if you can, to just support him. Encourage him. Encourage him, guys. Because, you know, young man that was a part of the CPFSA, he was one of those children in those homes.
Me feel one way. Come like you know want to talk to me.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
so they talking and you
he's
ask
doing
stuff.
great work, and I would
you know.
love if you watch the news and his number is there, you can reach out to him and order something. I am planning to get something from him because I love the work that he does. So please, I'm asking you, please, to just reach out and support him. Okay, Lisa Marie Chin King, it's a pleasure having you here. Great conversation. See, because she was there and she didn't say anything. Enough love and kisses. Janet, I love you, my darling. Have a good night.
Song named Michelle.
No.
In my ears, the name ringing a bell. Fire burning.
Oh, Janet, you went over to his page earlier. Thank you very much. Please, guys, support him. Who sang that?
Miss never show you to me. You know,
Who sang In My Name Is Ringing a Bell?
Lord have mercy, man. Me play it for you when me do. As a matter of fact, I sing. We can sing it to you.
Alright, so me no say I decided.
Never
Alright.
crazy over here. Come off of that.
I want to come off it, but you're not going.
Which part is enough to turn off in the night?
Just go on. Your time up. You're here. Happy to have you here. Now it's time for you to go. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, Richie.
You hurt my feelings, boy.
And I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow, my darling. But it is after 11.
I feel like Bob Marley right now. I'm not waiting there. You know.
No, so just go and wheel then.
Tell me what you want, tell me, Ken. Listen, you deserve the wait, you know.
Yes, so just if you know what we get in vain, go and
You
wheel, no
deserve
brother.
You know, don't-
Guys, keep safe,
good
keep
night, everyone.
keep your heads down, guys, and please be safe. Enough love, blessings, respect, and as me always say, what good. Thank you very much for spending time with us tonight, and we'll see you hopefully